first thing, have your coffee, folks. Let's get the coffee going. Just getting started up here. Delayed feed from my video here. Race is underway. Neutralized start. Let's jump in, folks. Talk everything Tour de France, FEMMES, avec Zwift. Another big one from you guys. I'm doing a double stream today, so this stream will end. So they planned it perfectly. I never understood this before, why they had it scheduled this way. Well, first off, just running the men's and the women's at the same time. I guess it makes sense for probably logistics, all the resources and stuff that are there. Just firing up my chat here now, guys. Let's get this going here. So yeah, when I was looking at the schedule way back when, wondering how can I do this? Can I do these? Can I do all these? Should I do the women's tour? Yes, I should. I was looking at the time going, why does this one start so early? They're doing this one early so they can be done, and then it looks like there's going to be about an hour break before the start of the men's final stage. The last stage for the men's Tour de France is always late in the day. So I think they finish early evening, so then they can do the celebrations and the fireworks and all that fun stuff. Robert's already here in the mix. This guy is absolutely the night owl, folks. Absolutely the night owl. It says the stage is live. They are in the neutralized start, so I'm looking to see something here. I'm going to just use this for now. We're going to look at the course. Actually, you know what we're going to do first, guys? Let's take a look at the last kilometer from yesterday. We're going to do that. Let me blow this up for you. So this is the final kilometer yesterday. Let's have a look at this. Final ascent up the 1 kilometer climb. Quite steep here. Pauline Ferrand-Prévot off the front there. Guys, just starting to notice all the riders here. Look at this here. Puck Peters, Demi Vollering, Kasia Niewiadoma. Pauline's on the front though. So I'm identifying riders based on their riding styles. And Pauline, very distinctive with her hair. So that's just kind of way I'm noticing people. And Vibes, very distinctive too, decked out in the all white and her shoulders. Very powerfully built cyclist here. Really good attack here on this 9% gradient. Love the stuff. When she got away here at the beginning, it was very explosive. So Pauline's already gone up the road. She's probably already got a 5-meter gap there. Flags of Breton still flying. And she just keeps pushing here. Just keeps pushing and pushing. FDJ riders should be in the black. They kind of changed up their jersey again. I thought it was more of a bluish jersey. But looks like it's changed for the tour. And she just opens this gap. 30k an hour here up to 7% gradient. Really, really strong. Someone told me yesterday too. I think it was a viewer that I've nicknamed Dream Team. Because my eyes were so shot yesterday when I was doing this. I couldn't figure it out. So, and if you're okay, I'm going to stick with Dream Team. Just a wealth of knowledge for me. So look at Pauline here, get away. She's flying up the course still. Almost 28, 29, 30k an hour through here. Big lead, but it starts to come back. So here's KLCP. Lots of abbreviations. She starts coming back hard. This rider is a really, really good rider here. I think she rides for AG, for Soudal, I believe, in the white color jersey. Then Marianne Vos has to go to try to get the win. So kind of one of those days where Marianne's kind of like, okay, Pauline, get across the line, because it looked like she was hesitating there. I'm just going to back it up for a second, guys, here. You'll see it right here. Oops, we lost that one. Let's see if we can play that one again. I'm going to jump right to about here. Marianne Vos is beside her right now. I don't think she's really, really kicked in yet. Looks like she's almost trying to hold her back a little bit. Kim goes through the middle here. She starts sprinting. Marianne's like, I got to take this here. 1-3 for Visma. Awesome stuff. Love it. Absolutely love it. Let's jump out of that there quickly, guys. Yeah, so what a fantastic first stage. And just so you know, that was the first ever women's race that I've done right there. And I loved it. So good. Let's take a look at the route again. I think we can see the stage in video. Actually, we might be live now, guys. No, we're still not. They are moving, though. The neutralized start has started stage 2 right here. We'll just go through the stuff. You can see them pulling out. Yellow jersey, Marianne Vos. Marianne Vos also has the green jersey. It didn't show that end of the stage. I was trying to show you guys that yesterday. But I'm like, she won the final sprint and she got points earlier. Most selected stage winners. This is predictions for today. Pauline here for Visma, Demi for FDJ, Suez, and Marianne Vos for Visma again. Very much a classic stage again. Selfie time here for the ladies. I think they're doing presentations every day. So here's our course. Take a look at it right now. What I'll do is we'll go back to the route again. We're going to do this here. And let's take a look at it. Bright and shiny Colin right now, I know. Bright, shiny, and tired Colin, guys. I love doing all the race coverage. Yesterday wore me out again. So I had an early start Thursday morning. I think I had an early start Friday morning, like waking up before 4 a.m. both days. Then yesterday was a super early start for the men. I think we started at 10 after 4. Then I think I had 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes. I skipped outside, got everything done, raced back in the house, set up a brand new stream, and then did the women's event. After that, it was pretty fried. No naps allowed, but I did skip my bike ride again. 3 days off the bike, guys. I'm not happy with that, so I got to do a light spin later. Very much a classic stage. Learning more about it now. So if you take a look at the stages on screen, we're going from Brest to Quimper. 110 kilometers. I kind of like these slightly shorter stages. We've got a sprint point just under 46K, so we know where they're going to go nuts there. Marianne Vos is going to try to defend that. Category 3, only a few kilometers later. So that sprint point is probably going to launch some attacks. Sprinters are going to be counterattacks going over the top of them to get this Cat 3 points. I think there's 9 points available if you got all the stages today. The women's, the FEMMES, they do play more for a Cat 4. So if you look at a Cat 4 for women's, okay, I'll take a look at the sporting stakes. It's 2-1 for a Cat 4, which I like. So there's 4 categorized climbs. There's sprint points at the end. And I noticed this, time bonuses at the end, 10, 6, and 4, just like the men. They've got something else thrown in here. Take a look at this B here. It's like bonus time. At that point there, it looks like a kilometer 87.5. There's 6, 4, and 2 second time bonuses there. So it's kind of like a mini sprint point. We're going to jump into the sporting stakes again. I just want to show you that. Here's our sprint, 25 points. You can see our 4 categorized climbs. So a category 3 for the FEMMES is 3-2-1. A category 4 is 2-1. Watching the Tour de France men's this year and really looking at the points, it's 1 point for a 4. So I like this better. And I really like this mini time bonus here. This is great for like breakaway. Get on the breakaway. If you're going to go out there and put it all on the line, here's a little something something for you. So 6, 4, and 2 there. And then we've also got more time bonuses on the end. And to me, I'm just going to say better green jersey points. Found with the men's, it was pretty much the same at the end most days as the intermediate sprint. So that's cool to see. Jump to the profile here, see if we get any live tracking here soon. I know the race has started. Well, they're saying stage starts over on the, if you look on the right-hand side of the screen here, stage starts in 6 minutes. Yeah, so they're just rolling out here. Let's take a look at this. So here's the neutralized start. So I think that's the estimated time. I won't see any data until I get there. I'll keep refreshing my video feed. So I had this all timed out yesterday. This, my time, okay? 4:10 a.m. for me, this starts. I got up at 3:25 with about 3 wake-ups tonight. Then the men's race starts at 8:10 my time. I'm guessing the women here are going to finish this sub 3 hours, probably 2.5 hours, something like that. So that's just their rollout. Actually, it's a cloudy day, guys, here on the coast of France. We're on the western side of France. Very cloudy. I'm expecting some rain just from the looks of that. So take a look here. And yellow jersey, Marianne Vos. Green jersey, Marianne Vos. This was not updated yesterday at the end of the video. Climber's jersey is Elise Chabet. And the best young rider's jersey is French right here, Julie Bago. Looks like she rides for Liv Alula. No, it's Confidis she rides for. Okay, why don't we take a look at some of these riders? I was taking a look at the profile of Kim LaCourte Pinar here. I'm just going to call her KLCP. There seems to be a ton of abbreviations in women's cycling. I guess that's just the, how do I put it? Taking on a double last name probably. And some of these names are long. Her name's actually longer than that, guys. I looked her up this morning. So this is the lady that was sprinting for second place yesterday. Yeah, she is an absolute killer on the bike. Absolute killer. What I was going to do here, I'm just going to jump in here quickly because I was researching her this morning. I wanted to know where she was from. Oh yeah, and another whole side tangent here. Hopefully there's something in the chat here. Okay, we want to get the chop chat going, guys. Live chat's rocking. Okay, here we go. Robert, women's racing in major growth mode. Great stars. Young talent breaking through. Was hoping Kat Ferguson would ride this year. She just turned 19 and winning pro races already. Yeah, Robert, that's a really good point here. What I've noticed, because after I'm done all this blathering I do every day, I do my other stuff, don't ride my bike. 3 days straight, guys, it's horrible. Even if I just do a 20-minute spin, even if it's a 10-minute spin, my brain will go, yeah, you won today. So on screen here, just saw the word court, we have Kimberly LaCourte, KLC. She goes by KLCP. Look at her full name, Mary Patricia Kimberly LaCourte de Bilio. And we should probably put that, the other P on the end of her name. I think this is probably her married name, the Kimberly LaCourte Pinar, I think it is. She is from Mauritius. Now, guys, I think I like to know geography. I thought that was Northern Africa at first. No, that's Mauritania. Different country altogether. She's from an island in the Indian Ocean. So I had to look this all up. This is what I've been doing this morning. But take a look at her 2025 results. This is just the standard, brief thing. First stage 1 Tour Burden. First at Liège-Bastogne-Liège. National road race. First in the road race. First in the time trial. Mauritius is a tiny little island country. It's basically in the Indian Ocean, kind of easterly of Madagascar. I think it was Dutch colony at first, the French colony at first, and then British took over after their little squabbles they used to have back in the old days. So just some cool information with that. This threw me off though. So yeah, it's Mauritius, but they call themselves like here, Mauritian. So if I was talking about someone from Mauritania, I would have thought they would have been called a Mauritanian. I guess it's slightly different. Way off topic, guys. Yeah, this is my life. So she races for AG Insurance Sudal team here. Finished second yesterday. So absolutely, this is someone we need to watch. We need to watch her right there. There were time gaps yesterday, guys. There were time gaps. First, second, and third all on the same time. Kasia got the same time as well. Demi, 5 seconds off. Puck Peters is in there. Anna Vanderbruggen. All these names. Oh, I saw Georgie yesterday too. Jumping back here, guys. I want to see when we're going to be actually live. Still countdown. They're saying over on the far right-hand side here, 1 minute to go. So, guys, we're doing the double-double today. What's a double-double? Well, you Canadians know. It's a coffee with 2 sugars, 2 creams. I run a triple-triple generally. Sometimes I could almost do a quadruple-quadruple. Extra large, of course. I like my coffee sweet, creamy, and hot. So there will be like a 1 hour in between, and I'm really hoping we can get the numbers up for the women's tour. Guys, I'm covering the women's tour. I've just started following it. Late yesterday. Okay, let's see if I can get this up here. I'm really trying to get my feed. I think the Flow Bikes feed is delayed for some reason today. I don't know why. It just is. I can do it without them. I'll just use like the radio feed and map tracking here. Just trying to get that to reload now. Still always wary of my Starlink doing a reboot at about 5 o'clock in the morning. It's imminent if it does it. Okay, so who else we got here today? We've got Diogo Schlatter. Dude, I don't know. Drogo's asking a question. I guess trans allegations. Dude, I have absolutely no clue. Robert, the Mauritius national champ jersey, too close to the world champ stripes, confuses me. Yeah, you know what? And just so you guys know, just so you know how I feel about when I do this, I was a little bit nervous about doing this, especially the women's racing. Because one, I haven't followed it enough in the past because it's not on TV. So we're getting a chance to see it now. So now's the chance that everyone needs to jump in and support it. I'd really like to see more ladies in here. You know, it's like we want more women's sports coverage. We want women to be more on par with the men, but there's not really that many women watching the sports. So if we can get women in here, please share this to them. I think they'd love it. There were some yesterday, like Kim LaSalle was here yesterday, very knowledgeable. My nicknamed person, Dream Team, super knowledgeable, really helped me out. Holly jumped in at the end. She's been following the men's tour with us. She said, this is the first time I've ever seen women's pro racing. I'm like, I know. I get it. So this is the year we got to pump it up. Really strong riders. And Robert, you made a good point here too about the young riders, the talent. Having a look at it yesterday, though, it seems like maybe in the women's tour, in the World Tour Pros, as you age up, as you get a little bit more experience, let's call it that, I'm finding there's a lot more, heavy air quotes, guys, older riders. There's tons of riders over 30 that are ultra competitive. Maybe just my trend, I'm just going to stereotype it. The men, not so much. The men, I think by the time you're hitting 30, you're maybe like, that's it. You're kind of almost at the finish line. Obviously, there's exceptions. There's exceptions to every rule. But Marianne Vos at 38, and there's a ton of them. Even if we were to go back... Okay, still waiting for my live feed to come through here, guys. I think the race is on now. So here's the start. I'm going to show you anything I can right now. They're actually on course. You can see all the clouds. It looks like it's very sketchy out there, and that weather's going to break on them. So Elise Chabet, Swiss rider. She's got 3 points in the QOM jersey. Let's just call it polka dots. Have a little look, the mood before the start here. They're all ready to race. All super competitive. Okay, so here it is. Marianne Vos, she has 39 points. So she would have picked up, I think, 30 points at the finish. I think that's what it was yesterday. And would have been like mid-pack in the other sprint. I did see the sprint correctly yesterday, too. I was seeing 2 riders sprinting for 1 point there. And that's why I was kind of like, why are they sprinting for the final point? It was on a hill. And then someone said, yeah, there's an extra point there in a category 4 for ladies. Fell asleep to a podcast like last night. It's kind of my put me to bed thing. It was Lantern Rouge, just so you guys know. He's been around a long time, him and Benji. I don't know them. But they're kind of talking about me. They're confused by the jerseys too. Benji and I think his name's Patrick are both saying, well, I can't tell their jerseys. They've changed them. They've got this on. I don't know them all. And I'm like, great, you guys sound just like me. This is perfect. So makes me feel less... I'm not nervous about anything in life. Just, do I know enough to make this fun? Okay, so the racing has commenced, guys. Still looking for data from the Tour de France here. I think it was slightly delayed yesterday too, so we're going to have to just watch this here. The flag has dropped at 12:33 local time, which start time for them was supposed to be 12:10. I thought that would have been the neutralized start, so probably a very, very slow neutralized start. Okay, I am seeing it here now, guys. It's showing up. Yeah, here we go. It just showed up. You can actually, if you look closely here, I wonder if I can... I think someone was saying here I could... hang on. Who told me yesterday I could do this map here? You can see there's a map here on the right-hand side of the screen. You can see they're going through town. You can kind of watch that map and the top profile at the same time. Big changes yesterday, folks. Well, I guess in the GC contenders list, with Marlen Reusser going out so early, I think she crashed. And it wasn't a high-speed crash, but it was kind of like a... just a sudden crash. They took a right-hand bend right before the start of the, let's just call it the Plumelec climb, the climb they went up 3 times yesterday. It went across a little bridge. They weren't going probably more than 30k an hour. I don't think so around that corner. 8, 9, 10 riders went down. And there was, I think Marlen and her teammate their bikes were like entangled. So this is probably what happened. Marlen seemed more concerned with getting the other rider going. So there must be, I think there's a co-leader on that team. I'm going to look that up in a second. She rides for Movistar. So either she gave her bike or they swapped bikes by accident, because I was watching video feed over here and it showed her barely pedaling across the top. She did make it through the sprint point at the top, so she would have went up the hill the first time, got to the sprint point and probably bailed out there. But her transponder was still going the whole time. So I was very confused. Kim Lascelles jumped in. She goes, maybe someone else is on her bike. So I think maybe in that confusion of the bridge, either it was she gave her bike to someone or they just grabbed bikes and went. So she had to withdraw. She was kind of my pick for the Tour de France FEMMES. Just watching her at Giro Donne. I guess, I didn't study the course properly enough because there is no TT, and that's her speciality, but she's been really, really on fire this year. So Peloton just rolling along right now, guys. 18 degrees Celsius. I'm going to try to refresh this again. Come on, Flow Bikes. Give me something. I'm going to check the schedule. It says my feed here starts at 5, so I think Flow Bikes is getting messed up with the schedule, and they're not showing it till... Okay. Nope. They've adjusted it, so I am going to be live now. Thank you. Okay, they're live, but the event will begin shortly. So they're still trying to pick up the feed probably from the World Tour. I don't know if anyone else can see anything yet. Let me get caught up here. Yeah, Diogo Schlatter here. Dude, welcome aboard. I wish they would let anybody broadcast it live. It would help spreading the sport, especially the women category. Yeah, totally, dude. Hoping to see some other people in here today. We did have new faces yesterday. What really would have helped, I was kind of thinking maybe more of the Tour de France men's would have been in here for the early start, thinking it was the men's, and then they could have, because if all those people come in, there'll be a lot of people watching this. I've had some really, really awesome turnouts from the community. Robert here has been part of virtually every single one of them. Super early for Robert. Robert, what time is it for you? Looks like it's probably for Robert. It's 3:38 in the morning, and he's following along. So I love it. So there is a break off the front, guys. Watching it now. Still waiting on my video. So Flow Bikes is sending me data now, but they're still in the will be starting soon mode. Not sure why. I wonder if it's going to pop on at 5. If so, it's about 20 minutes away till they pop on anything. We have one rider off the front, I believe. Let's take a look at this female rider. Megan Jastrow from the US of A, riding for Team Picnic Post NL, sitting in 62nd overall. So she finished 62nd yesterday, 19th in the points jersey for Picnic. What we can do now is let's take a look at the teams here. Team Picnic, as I like to call them, Post NL. General ranking, 10th overall. Okay, this is good to know too. So that's the team ranking. They got 7 riders. That's a full team in women's cycling. And we can take a look. Ooh, here she is now. This is their sprinter. I think this is their sprinter right here. Robert just mentioned earlier, I think he's a big fan of her. I think this is the ladies rider who got 2 stage wins last year at the Tour. Is that right, Robert? Doug Sanders here. Doug, nice to have you back, dude. Let's all pile in here, guys. I know it's Sunday. Guys, I'm absolutely shattered. I streamed for a total of 7 hours yesterday. 7 hours. And I didn't even have a nappy poo afterwards. I hate napping. Absolutely hate it. If I have like a half-hour nap, I'm probably really bright on the screen, guys. I might as well just sleep until the next day because I'm so groggy. I wake up and I'm just like, huh? I just can't do it. So, yeah, let's see. I think it's Charlotte Cool. It is Charlotte, and it's Cole. Charlotte Cole. Positive she won 2 stages at the Tour de France FEMMES last year. And hopefully Robert pipes in here. From what I saw, she's a very powerful sprinter, and yeah, she looks it too, like very powerfully built. Ooh, yeah, we saw Borelli yesterday. I saw Borelli, she went on an attack yesterday. It's good to see this rider here. R. Barbieri, Italian rider. P. Georgie, I saw her on the move yesterday too. British rider here. Finished 10th yesterday, guys. We can go through all this stuff here. M. Jastrab. So this is the rider off the front right now. I wonder where she's from in the States. This rider too, German rider here, Koch. She was off the front as well yesterday. So this team's pretty aggressive. Franziska Koch. And N. Vinke. Let's get your first name. Ninke Vinke. Let's get back to it, guys. Stage 2, Tour de France. We can jump out of here. So Jastrab did have a lead. They are allowing it to move out a little bit. 15-second gap right now. I'll keep you informed as best I can. Still waiting for my video feed. Still looking for great comments here from you guys. So Doug's back. Good morning. Go USA. Women's cycling. Oh, golden retriever here. Dude, seriously. Women's cycling. How cute. Dude, it's great. Really good cycling. So we're doing Tour de France FEMMES. I think there's less than an hour break for me. And then I'll do stage 21 of the men's Tour de France. They've got them flip-flop today, so you can watch them both. Doug saying, you the man. Robert, Megan Jastrab, 23-year-olds from San Bernardino, California area. Awesome, guys. Let's get some of the ladies into the chat. Come on, ladies, get in here. Dream Team from yesterday knew a lot about women's cycling. What we can do now is I just want to jump back over here, guys. So there are points we got set up. Mountain passes and hills, all hills today. We've got a category 3. It's 3 kilometers at 6.2%. We've got the Côte de la Cronan. 800 meters at 9%. So this one's more of a wall. Traditional, northern France, Belgium type of wall climb. Côte de Chemin de Trohir, 1.1 kilometers at 5.7%. And, we must do 2 ascents up it. When I see it twice like that, I wonder if... Okay, guys, let's take a look at the map quick. I wonder if we got a bit of a circuit on the end. We did have a circuit yesterday, so we're starting up here at Brest along the coast. Chance for crosswinds here if the weather kicks up. I'm going to close this down. We're going to zoom in a bit here. Category 3, Category 4. There is a circuit. So another circuit finish. So which way do we go here? Okay, there's the bonus points right there. That's bonus time. So when you see the B with the yellow, they don't have this in the men's tour. This is the town of Quimper, village city. I guess it looks like a small city. I'll see if I can pull up the... we'll zoom in on the stage here quickly. As we're waiting on video feed from the tour. Along the coast there, actually we cross kind of like a causeway there, maybe a bridge. I'm sure we're through there already. But it's all along the coast here. It could, if it gets windy, that could take part. Just trying to see here. Okay, so there's that climb here. That's the first climb of the day. Should be 4 categorized climbs. Second. And then we're going to do that climb 3 times. We go into Quimper. We go out into the country. So we're going clockwise on our circuit. Back up the climb to the finish line in Quimper itself. Okay, got it. Okay. Hadn't even looked at that yet. So the Peloton has already gotten Jastrab back. We've got one rider at the back. Okay, don't look at that. That's just getting messed up. Okay, so Jastrab's been caught already. Now we got Franziska Koch and Odd Bianic here for the Movistar team. Movistar lost a ton of time yesterday, guys. There was that group that was, 2 minutes back? There was 4 Movistar riders in that group. They were probably all sent back to wait for Marlen Reusser, hoping they'd tow her back, but she was too injured. I don't know exactly what her injury is. Haven't seen anything about it yet. Take a look at the live tracking here. We'll show you where we are. Actually, where do we cross that little causeway? Oh, it was earlier. So they were showing the neutralized start here. That was that little bridge. Here we are. 2 riders off the front. Peloton just letting them dangle out front right now. Hammer time, folks. Hammer time. Okay. Robert, U.S. riders, Chloe Dygart. Yeah. Kristen Faulkner, big name. Ruth Edwards, Lily Williams, and Megan Jastrab. I'm surprised there's only 5. You know, just because I think there's 5 Canadians in this. There's a woman rider. I think her name's Sarah Van Dam. Love that name. Obviously, Allison Jackson. I did go through them all. That's the only 2 I can recall right now. Here we go. Robert's got it all for me. Robert, you must have read my mind there, or you just typed that. Allison Jackson, yeah, she was involved in the sprint for 1 point, KOM point yesterday. Magdalene Valers, Sarah Van Dam, that's the other name I remembered. Nadia Gontova, and Kiera Lilik, WinSpace. 2 WinSpace riders. Actually, 2 WinSpace riders went down in a crash as well. I noticed 2 of them. 2, the Canadians are both on the EF Education team. There's 2 Canadians on that team, 2 on the WinSpace team. And come on, Flow Bikes, give me some video feed. That's what I need right about now. So looks like this gap is just hovering at that 10-15 seconds, out to 20 seconds now. See what we can get from the tour here. So yeah, there was that counterattack that went after Megan Jastrab from Picnic Post NL. Peloton's reeled them back. Yeah, so she went out front just testing them. And you're going to see that all the time, guys. You guys know this, but if you're new here, you're going to see one rider go off the front, and then another rider go off the front, and another rider, because at one point, the Peloton, the main group of riders, is just going to say, yeah, go. We'll let you go. Sometimes that's based on time, based on your standings, a combination of everything. How do they feel? Does the GC want to chase? Also depends on the route. If you're a sprinter and it's a mountainous stage and you want to go on the attack, they probably let you go because they know they're going to pull you back. Wow, I'm seeing the Tour de France 2025 advertised here in the corner. Not sure if you guys have played any of those. I actually own the Xbox version from last year. Bought it, and I don't think I even played it because I got too busy doing other things. I feel like playing it again now. So every year, it's kind of like the NHL games, the NFL games. It's the same thing every year. At least with the Tour de France, it's the entire Tour de France, so it's different every year. Versus, like, say, the NBA games, well, you're going to play on the same courts every year. They're not building new courts every year. And I have the Pro Cycling Manager, too, which I won through Israel Premier Tech. They had a draw, and I won it. And I played it for about 5 minutes. Just too many other things going on. Looks like right now we got a 30-second gap. They've let these 2 go out a little bit. I'm going to show you here on the live tracking where they are. We're hanging out up top here. And can I get... Yeah, that's as close as I can get them. So they're just dangling out front, guys. We've seen Team Picnic, Post NL. Let's look at some other teams. Actually, what we should do is look at the green jersey. So yeah, they still don't have it updated. General ranking. Give me the general ranking. Okay, thank you. Sponsored by Skoda, of course. That's where the green jersey is, that Skoda color now. So we got Marianne Vos at 39 points. KLCP, Kim, 33 points. And Demi Vollering at 30. Anna Vanderbergen at 30. And then the sprinter here, Lorena Vibis. This stage is... I was reading that this stage is probably kind of built for her. She's very dominant in these types of stages, classics type stages. That's kind of her thing. She's more of a classics one-day rider. If you go back through her palmares, you'll find that she's really good at the one-day races. GC stage races, I didn't dig into it fully, but yeah, she's just, if you look at her results, one-day racer. That's kind of her thing. Yeah, thanks, Robert. Got that. Those are all the Canadians here. 40 people watching right now, guys. Let's get it up there. Let's go, folks. Everyone jump in. I'm really hoping the people that want to watch the men's coverage today will bump into this early and go, hey, let's just check this out. I'm sure most people don't even know it's available. So let's make it available, guys. Let's watch the cycling. It's the best way to increase women's cycling. popularity, just for people to know about it. They're racing all the time. They're doing the Tour of Romandy, I think, next month. That will be on Flow Sports. I think I've got... Well, if this is right, it should pop on in about 10 minutes. No problems with me. Back to the men's tour, stage 21 today, guys. Kind of a crazy stage. The parade stage is over. 21 usually is a parade. It's kind of like the ceremonial, goofy stage. And then they race the last half hour down the Champs-Élysées. And that part is super important to the sprinters. This year, they've added the... I'll just abbreviate it a little bit, but it's the Butte Montmartre. It's a 1 kilometer stretch that they're going to do a circuit of it 3 times. It's cobbled. They used it at the Olympics road course last year. Cobbled, and it's very narrow. So it kind of changes the whole finish to the Tour de France. Fred Weiss is back. Good morning, Colin. You're digging deep with another early start. Yeah, dude, I'm fried. I'm honestly fried. My sleep is very lacking right now. I was whining a little bit later, whinging. I'm so fried after these, I kind of do my chores and I just sit around. The bike's back here, collecting cobwebs right now. Taking 3 days off your bike is just not a good thing to do. Usually I ride 45 minutes to an hour every day. It kind of depends. Once a week, I might ride a couple hours inside. But generally I tell people, they'll say, do you ride every day? I'm like, every day. And then I say, well, hang on. Maybe I ride 28 or 29 days out of 30. Right now I haven't ridden in 3 days. So it's basically like, to me, that's what I would take off in 2 to 3 months. Yeah, Robert, no whining, exactly. I think by the time I'm done my streams and that, it's just kind of like, okay, I need to chill out. Just need to chill out. And I like to ride early morning. Once it's past noon, I'm kind of like, feel like I'm going to turn to a pumpkin. That old story. I can't ride now. I need to ride early, so it's kind of just been blocking me from doing my riding. Robert said no whining retracted. No, Robert, I was whining. Thank you. Still waiting on the feed here, guys. I'll just follow along here with the race. See if I can get any info from them. They do have a 1 minute lead now, these 2 riders. So Francisca here is 48th overall. Bianic is 147th. So Francisca here is 133 behind overall. So, is she a GC threat? I don't know really for sure, but she's gaining a lot of that time back. Possibly going after some of these points. And take a look at the profile too, guys. Look at this first big bump coming up. Not categorized. This is categorized as a hilly stage today. This is a tough one. Actually, I think there's, you can see on the bottom here, there's almost 2,300, 2,400 meters in climbing today. So it looks flat, but it's not. This is a tough stage. Tough stage today, guys. Okay, I gotta turn that down. Robert, I try. That's my answer. My answer when people ask if I ride every day. Yeah, generally I do. Some days it's been, even if it's like when I've been sick, I'm like, just get on for 10 kilometers and I'll jump on Zwift. Generally, if it's going to be super short, I'll just jump on Zwift. Because you can just ride whatever you want and just stop. Zwift is a contained world. You can do a U-turn and go back the way you came. You could just do a U-turn every 200 meters if you wanted and just do a loop like that, which would be kind of a waste of time and boring. But Ruvi has more routes. So it's a video route and you got to go from point A to point B. There's no turning allowed. It's not built into the platform. And then you got to search for a route that's 10 kilometers long. So with Zwift, I don't mind riding 10K and say, yeah, I'm done. I just step off the bike and I'm done. I get credit for whatever I rode. With Ruvi, let's say I found a 15K route that looks interesting. Then I'm kind of forced to ride the 15K because I want to get the completion for the route. It fills in a little line on the profile. This little yellow profile you see here, it would be black on Ruvi. And whatever you ride would get a little line filled in on it. Let's just see what's going on here. These are our 2 riders at the front. German rider Franziska Koch and Odd Bianic have escaped from the peloton, creating a small gap of 35 seconds, which is out to a minute now. So they're pulling away. They've got a 1 minute gap right now. 1 minute 10-second gap. Looks like we got a third braid driver heading up there. She's like, I'm sick of this. Laura Malinar from the Netherlands. Volker Vessel cycling team. We saw this team yesterday. I'm not sure if yeah, I think we did see Laura yesterday. I think she was in a break yesterday too. First break of the day. I think. What I'm going to do is, let's take a look at the teams. Volker Vessel cycling team. Once I see the names, I'll remember the rider from yesterday. 14th in the general ranking. Looks like a Pro Series team. Janssen, DeMay, Dijkstra, Molinar. Oh, yesterday it was this rider here. I heard her name yesterday, Maud, and I think it's Rinbeck. So later on yesterday, I was listening to some podcasts and heard her name. I'm like, ooh, I was killing it yesterday. Guys, all these names I'm going to destroy. So you can see here in this corner, okay, we'll take a look at this way. We now have 3 groups on the road, and it looks like Maud is just sitting in front of the Peloton. 6 seconds. Will they let her go? 8 seconds. She's going to try to bridge up to these guys. So yeah, right here on the map in the middle, the left-hand side of the profile, you can see there's quite a bump coming up. This guy here, that should be, I would categorize that as a category 4, maybe even a category 3, whatever that hill is. There's another bump after that could easily be a category 4, but right before the sprint point. So I'm expecting a mad rush to that sprint point. How does Marianne take this? Does she go for the sprint point? Does she defend that? Obviously the yellow jersey is more important than the green. Okay guys, let's get it. Dream Team's back. Dream Team, I've been talking about you all morning here. Thank you for joining us. Okay, guys, I got to jump back here a little bit. Eager Clog Shoes start. Dude, I'm waiting for my video feed to come through, just trying to keep track of it this way. Flow Bikes dropped the ball this morning on the video coverage. I could tell right away. As soon as I woke up this morning, I was talking with Robert saying, dude, I think my brain's messed up. This is 3 o'clock in the morning for me. I'm trying to calculate CEST to MST. I was right about the starts. Flow Bikes starting an hour late this morning. So Dream Team's here. Hello all. Good morning to you. Robert Kopecky not doing interviews, and she looks wasted on the start line. She has a back injury. Yeah, I think she's already announced. I saw that late yesterday that she says, basically, I'm not here for GC. So she's got something going on with her. Fred Weiss, hopefully no rain over there today. Those crashes on the men's side were painful to watch. Yep, indeed. There were crashes in the ladies' race yesterday too. One of the GC contenders, Marlen Reusser, is out on stage 1. So, and that's who I was really cheering for. Her whole Movistar team waited for her, tried to pull her back. They lost a bunch of time yesterday. 4 riders out of the 7 were back there waiting for her, and I think they all finished 2 minutes down yesterday. Okay, Swoosh Kid. Robert, I say that about her back, but I still believe. Oh, Swoosh Kid's going for a Kopecky here. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Volker Vessel's Dream Team. Vollering's sister is right. I did know she had a sister, as I've been researching all the female cyclists over probably, honestly, guys, the last month, because I knew this was coming the whole time. I do know the names. Like when someone would say Demi Vollering, Kasia, Marianne Vos, obviously, Annemiek van Vleuten, Lucinda Brandt, all those names. I know the names, but it's kind of like me knowing, to be honest, football player names, except I can relate to cycling a bit more. When you say a certain race, I'm like, okay, I know that race. Football, yeah, I just watch it. Cycling, I do it. Football, I don't play. I did know she had a sister, and I kind of wondered if she raced too. So she is on Volker Vessels. I don't think she's at the race, though. I better double check that. I don't think she's here. Nope, she's not. But she races on this team here, Volker Vessels, which I believe is a pro-level team. So this would be what you would call a wild card team to the Tour. We can probably figure that out quickly if we were to go back and look at all the teams here, which would be hard for me to figure out. I want to see if there's any more withdrawals today. So just Marlen Reusser here yesterday. So Marlen Reusser, Swiss rider, time trialist, tall lady. I think she's like 180 centimeters, so she's probably, what is that? What is that in old money? That's probably like 5'11" or something, I believe. She won the time trial at the Giro Donne over everyone, all the big names. Last year, she was ranked 84th in UCI standings, and this year she's number 4. So just on fire, and she's out after just like, I don't want to call it a simple crash because she had to go through it, but it wasn't a high-speed crash. It wasn't like a really deadly corner. It wasn't a high-speed descent. It was just a simple touch of wheels, and 10 riders went down, and unfortunately, it ended her race. 44.1 kilometers an hour right now, guys. That's fast. Fast. Jump on your bike today and see how long you can hold. What would that be? That's probably 27 miles an hour. Probably 27 miles an hour. That's moving. That is moving. 19 degrees. Light winds right now, so unless I see something over here on my video feed, sometimes I get better data over there. The weather feed here, I find, is not the greatest. It's like, I don't know if we're inside of a town somewhere and it's hotter because of the town and the winds are being blocked. Okay, Dawn's back. Dawn's been here all the way, I think. FEMMES, good morning, Collins dudes. Demi. Guys, jump in. I'm really hoping that all the cycling dudes and dudettes from the men's tour will see this and say, we got to get in here and watch this. Guys, I'm doing this every day. I was going to do just a recap tomorrow because I didn't know how I could even schedule this, but it worked out. They've scheduled it this way to make me do 2 streams a day because it's possible. So you can watch both the FEMMES and the OMS. Is that what you say? OMS? OMS? Yeah, that's right. See, I do know French. Fully fluent in French, guys. Bilingual Canada. 3 groups on the road, guys. We got someone off the back here. Okay, let's take a look here, guys. They're 2 minutes back. That's going to tell me that there was a crash on the race somewhere. Here's Demi Vollering earlier today. We are very good as a team. Today will be a tricky day up and down, a bit like Ardennes Classics. Exactly. I said this was a Classics race. She's wearing the Skoda green jersey today because Marianne Vos cannot wear 2 jerseys at once, so she's second placed in the rankings. Let's take a look at the points here again. Actually, I was going to say, why is Demi wearing it when second points is Soudal? Let me get that figured out. KLCP, Dream Team. I'm learning all the initials. And the women's have even more initials than the men. Like, look at Anna Vanderbergen, AVDB. Then we got Pauline Ferrand-Prévot, PFP. So why is Demi actually wearing the green jersey today? I think I think how it works is if you're a champion of your country, which KLCP is, Mauritius road champion, and I think time trial champion. It's a very small country, island country in the Indian Ocean. It's not the Mauritania in Northern Africa, which that's what I thought it was, up until about 3:44 this morning, AM, Mountain Standard Time. You have the choice which jersey you want to wear. So I'm sure she's chosen to wear her national jersey's champion. I think that's what she's done. So let's bounce back there. If anyone knows that, let me know. So we do have our 2 riders off the front, Franziska Koch and Aude Bianic for the Movistar team. So yeah, see here, she finished 147th yesterday. She's probably a teammate of Marlen's that waited way at the back. In fact, let's take a look at the Movistar team quickly, and I'm hoping that probably Dream Team here can jump in and give me some info. I know I read yesterday that there was 2 leaders basically for, look at their ranking right now. It's because they all finished so far back, and I think the goal was to, at the time, try to get Marlen back to the front. So we've got Bianic here. That's the rider off the front right now. Eric. Oh, it's Lippert. Leanne Lippert was involved in the crash too, so I think this is their other leader of the team. Let me get back here. There's Eric Lippert. So she finished 116th yesterday. We've also got Magales, Brazilian rider. Wow. Got a Brazilian rider here. We got Martin. Martin. Okay, so her last name is Martin, and she married a Martin, I guess. Probably Martine and Meyerjing. I need some phonetic spellings, guys. I need phonetic spellings. Oh, it looks like I am finally getting a feed here now from the tour. Just give me live, guys. Come on. What am I paying for over there? I think they are... Oh, they're showing... No, this is live now. This is live, guys. I just want to make sure 86.8 kilometers remaining. I'm at 87 kilometers here, so they jumped right to it. You screwed up today, Flow Bikes. That's okay. I have so much cycling to watch. It's insane. Okay. 43 watching. Let's get those numbers up, guys. Please share if you can. I know there's going to be some other people coming here soon. Let's support cycling for everyone, guys. Dream Team saying she's young, maybe 21. So that would be Demi's sister. I think her name is Bodine. Most of Dutch young riders starts at Volker Vessel. Demi started there. Oh, okay. So it's kind of a development team. They get really good and they move on to more of a World Tour team, I think. Because I'm pretty sure they are probably a wild card invite to this event. Is there 18 World Tour teams for the ladies? I didn't check that. So in the men's division, there's 18 World Tour teams. There's pro teams and there's continental level teams. And they're all using the promotion relegation system based on points. So UCI points are critical. I know for the men's, the cycle ends this year. So it goes from 2022 to 2025. Yeah, it's a 3-year cycle. So it's really important for those teams to be getting points right now, having good seasons to get promoted to the World Tour. Why do you want to be promoted to the World Tour? Kim Lascelles here. Thank you, Kim. If you're a World Tour team, you automatically get an invite to all of the big events. If you're not a World Tour team, you're praying for a wild card so your team can show up. So just makes everything harder to do, less exposure. Right here. Okay, exactly. So Dream's here saying, and it's actually Dreamt Time Sis. I was telling Joey Jojo, that's my wife, guys, for Dream here, and Kim. I think Kim knows that. I said, yeah, I just nicknamed her Dream Team. I said, I hope she's okay with it. Only because my eyes were just absolutely destroyed yesterday from staring at this all day. Remember, I think I was on hour 7 of streaming at that point. Kim is not forced to wear the Bora jersey. Yeah, so I think she's wearing her national jersey. I think that's how it works. If you're a national jersey holder, you have the choice of deciding which one you want to wear. KPLC has decided to wear her national jersey for Mauritius. That gives the green jersey to Demi. And Demi's wearing that today. Right, if you're legit. So, well... Oh, if you are legit. So if you're first place. So if it gets passed to you from first place, Marianne Voss is first place in the green jersey. If it gets handed to you like, hey, you get to borrow this for the day, and you have a national jersey, I think you can take your national champions jersey, which would then pass it to Demi. I think that's how I understand it. Okay, Kim's here. Kim chose to wear her world champ jersey, not national. Sorry. Race jerseys trump national jerseys, but not world championships. Okay, gotcha. So we can. Okay, I had her up before. I had her whole Palmares up for the year up before. So she finished second yesterday. Very strong rider. She's won Liège-Bastogne-Liège this year. Guys, love learning about all these new riders. First to admit, I'm actually watching the green jersey way on the left-hand side of the screen here, starting this next climb. So there's a climb coming up that I would say is at least a category 3, not categorized. So the riders are getting near the front right now. Movistar's on the right-hand side of the screen. Demi's in the green jersey. So Demi's in the green jersey, black jersey in front of her. That's her team. They are decked out in black jerseys. You see them here. So black jerseys. They actually are very easy to spot. Black jerseys. So we got Demi Vollering wearing the green. Overall favorite to win the race this year. Betting odds are really in her favor. Then we got Elise Chabet here. She has the polka dot jersey right now. Let's take a look. Elise Chabet, number 1 polka dot jersey. She's got 8th in the green, 12th overall. Yeah, probably riding with Demi the whole time, helping her out. So they're going to be placed kind of the same if she can hang with her. Crack, Labousse, another big name on this team. Let's see how she did yesterday, sitting 23rd. Seen a lot about her on videos. Looks like we got a Dutch champion here, I believe, or French champion, I should say. Just the way the colors are there, red, white, and blue everywhere. Marie Linette, 100th overall. Music, another French rider. And who else we got? Wollaston, New Zealander. 108th. 2 riders on the front, guys. We've got a Movistar rider and Picnic Post NL. Gap is sitting about what it was before. It's been out to about a max of about a minute and 10 seconds. Peloton is chasing, and then we have 7 riders out the back. So Kristen Faulkner is out the back, guys. The American rider here, 76th overall, very strong cyclist. De Jong, Faulkner, Bujak, Peroni, Thomas here, Segoline. That's a name I've never seen before. Interesting name. Segoline Thomas. Oh, Saint Michel. I wonder if that's based on in that area where that really cool church monastery, isn't that Mont Saint Michel? And teammate of hers is back there too. Lucy Fitus, Australian. Awesome to see this. Okay, see if we got anything here. Vollering in green. Faulkner crashes. Here we go, guys. I knew there was a crash going on. I think there might have been a crash earlier too with that 2-minute gap. That just didn't seem like a mechanical to me. You know, I've said it before. When I see a quick 30-second gap, I'm like, they went to the car. They changed their jersey. They picked up gloves. They went for a sticky bottle. Any of those. When the gap's like 2 minutes, something's happened and the tour just hasn't reported it. So there's a crash for Kristen Faulkner, EF Educate. I haven't seen it on screen here. And several other riders. Not what the Olympic champion would want, but hopefully she'll be back in the bunch soon. Let's see about that. The leading duo got out to 120 ahead of the Peloton. That's the latest and the greatest from the tour there. We're just going to keep watching here, guys. This is going to be a tough back half of this race with sprint points available. Does it show that really good? Yeah, so there's now. You can see we got sprint points. Right after the sprint point within 5K, we've got a Category 3 climb. We actually have a Category 3 before that. That's not categorized. So there's points here for sprinters, points for the climbers, Category 4. Then we go through town up a final Category 4, the first passage of it. We go through the finish line. Ooh, I'm watching one rider off the back here. This looks like one of the Saint Michel riders here. They're in an orange and green jersey, trying to fight her. This Lucy Fitus here from Australia. 151st overall. Trying to see if this is her coming back on. She's really pounding those pedals hard. You can see how she's working the bike over. Get behind your team car. Get behind your team car, Lucy. Got the polka dot jersey on the front here. Lots of Volker Vessels riders up there too. Yeah, Volker Vessels riders I think are mostly in the black, blue, and white. I really like I like when I see bibs or shorts that have something on the thigh itself. So lots of these riders here have the Specialized symbol right on the thigh. I love that look. I gotta get some shorts like that. Bibs. I only wear bibs. Bibs for the win, guys. Okay, let me just get caught up here, guys. Wow, 53 in now. It's getting there, guys. It's getting there. Let's blow up women's cycling here if we can. For anyone that's new here, some of the streams we had for the men's Tour de France, 300, 400, 500, days of 700. There was one day we got to 1,500 concurrent viewers at once in the video. If you're here, it's easy to do. Please like the video. There was a bunch of people telling me, I asked people, how did you find my video? In fact, how did you guys find my video? If you like the video, it gets shared to other people that are kind of watching the same stuff you are. So there's probably, I'm going to make a story up that's going to be just a very motivational story maybe. There's some young girl at home trying to watch women's cycling, and she can't watch it, so hit the like button so she gets to see this video. That's what I'm hoping. And I really mean that too. There's people out there trying to find stuff. I'm always looking for stuff to watch. I love this. I love watching all the cycling. So now I've got this huge schedule coming up on Flow Bikes, all the men's and all the women's cycling. So there's a bunch of women's races coming up. The biggest one I think I see is probably the Tour of Romandy. I think it's next month. It's all in my brain. Chloe Dygert is the top American Canyon team. That's coming from Evan. Oh, let me back up here. Someone's got some good info here. Ooh. Let me go. Okay. Kim, yeah, okay, so she's wearing her World Champions jersey. Okay, thank you, Dream Team. 15 World Tour teams. So is that the official count? There's 15 World Tour teams for the women? I guess so, because if it's, as far as I know, in the men's, if you're a World Tour team at a World Tour event, you have to show. That's going to tell me this is the biggest thing for FEMMES racing. There's only 15 World Tour teams versus the men's 18. 5 continental here. So we got, 6 continental. Roland will be relegated next year. EF will be promoted. Okay. Roland. So is Roland in this race? Let's have a look at that, guys. Who are we talking about here? I'm sure Dream Team's going to help me out here. Roland. I don't know that team at all. That might be just a shortcut for someone's name. Ooh, that's bright on my eyes. I don't actually see them here. Okay, that's fair enough. We'll figure it out. I'll catch up with that in a bit. Yeah, Robert. Old lady Kristen Faulkner, 32, from Homer, Alaska. I did know she was from Alaska. Harvard graduate, venture capitalist. Got rich and decided to try bicycle racing. 2 Olympic gold medals and U.S. national champ. Wow. It's amazing. Okay, I don't know why here we're looking at a bunch of old boats. Look like they're just rotting. Oh, I think it's like a naval cemetery. Looks like old military naval vessels parked here. So guys, I do have video feed now. It's very close to what we're seeing here. I'm going to get back to the race here. 1 minute, 2 second lead. So that's as far as they're letting go. Obviously the Peloton green jersey points. Let's take a look at the green jersey and see. So we know it's Marianne's. Kim's interested in it, obviously, because she's a big sprinter. Demi is wearing it. Lorena Vibas back here. I'm sure she's going to be interested in the sprint point. We'll back out of that. Okay, 2 riders still up front. Francisca and I keep forgetting her name. Odd Bianic for the Movistar team. So allowed up the road. She probably lost a lot of time yesterday. I think at one point they were 2.5 minutes back. Peloton's only about 600 meters behind them right now. Sprint point looks like it's about 14 kilometers away is my guess at this point. Yeah, cool story. So she made some money. Obviously she's educated, very smart lady. Decided to try bike racing. Wins a bunch of medals. Awesome. Chloe, Evan St. Chloe is the top American on the Canyon team. Yeah, Canyon has a strong team too. I was looking at them yesterday. Robert, would love to see Chloe have a good tour. Let's see how that team looks right now. Canyon team right here is on to Crypto. There we go. Last year's winner, Kasia. Here's Chloe Dygert. Got Bradbury from Australia. Bauernfried from Germany. Someone was asking about this rider yesterday, Paladin. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. It's probably more like a Paladin. Soraya Paladin. And again, guys, Dream, maybe Kim here. Do you think there's a lot more? I don't know how to word it right. I'm just seeing, in men's racing, you turn 30, you're kind of done now, it seems. You're almost at the end of your career. I think the women's careers are going longer. That's what I'm seeing. Paladin is 32, maybe turning 33. Marianne Vos, 38. Now, of course, there are, like Geraint Thomas, I think, is 39 right now. I just think on average, I'm seeing that the age in the women's tour is slightly, it seems that their longevity is better. That's the best way of putting it. Let me know your thoughts on that. Dream Team, Kopecky is the current world champ, so she's wearing the world champ jersey. It's a meme that Mauritius national jersey looks like the world champ, and UCI approved it. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so Kopecky's wearing it, and the other one is... Okay, so Kim is wearing her national jersey then? Because I did see she's national jersey. She's road and TT champion there. Strange looking, like an island country, super high density there. Guys, it's like 20 after 3 in the morning, and I'm looking up densities, world population densities. That's how my mind just goes, and I'm gone. So I was studying all that. I think Canada's is 4.5 people per square kilometer. Alberta's slightly higher at 6.7. You got to remember the top part of Canada is pretty uninhabited. There's just like... There's places up there, guys. Again, I told you about my sled dog talk. I didn't get my sled dog stuff ready. Okay, well, I think it was a lady over on the Tour de France coverage. I told her, and she was like, "Yeah, let's see the dog pictures. Let's get the racing going." I'll be showing that during Tour de France FEMMES. Yeah, you go up there. There won't be a person within 100 miles of you. I'm not exaggerating that. It's so open up there. And when I say open, I'm just talking like thousands and thousands of miles of trees. I like that she chose the beautiful Mauritian national champ jersey over the yucky Green Points jersey. Okay. Faulkner was a rower in college. Dream Team. I was going to say, I'm going to stop right there. Guys, rowers, really easy transition over to cycling. We know Wigo tried to do it afterwards. And it goes vice versa. There's another Swiss who is a rower, a 2021 Olympic podium, I think. Unfortunately for rowing, they can't make a living out of it, but they have the engine and the stamina. Exactly, they do. Dream saying, so easy transition. So no money in rowing. It's all in the cycling, I guess. Just seeing a wind space rider coming back on now. I think there were a couple out the back before. So out the back right now. And this is an important gap here, guys. It's 34 seconds. She'll get back in. De Jong, Faulkner's back here from that crash. So I don't think she's hurt that bad. We're going to find out later. Peroni and Swinkles. I'm gonna put a V in there. I'm going to say Swinkles. Tell me if I'm doing that right. Whenever I see a W, I think I got to make it a V. Sound really Euro. Dawn, Old Naval Shipyard are cool to visit. They usually have tours. Yeah, guys, 2 years ago, we went to Hawaii. My only visit to Hawaii, went to Honolulu, did the Waikiki thing. I talked about this before. I took Joey Jojo over to Pearl Harbor. And, dudes, she knows nothing. Okay, she'll probably never watch this, but Joey doesn't really know history. If I asked her when World War II started, she'd be like, I don't know, 1989? I'm kidding. She would have a better idea than that, but you know what I'm saying. And we went to see the Arizona. She was bawling before we got to the Arizona. So emotional going there. It's crazy. I mean, I don't want to say it's really cool, but it's really cool to go look at it. Yeah, so really cool museum. Lots of neat stuff to see there. Can't miss seeing the Arizona. We never got to see the battleship that there... Is it the Missouri? Is it the Missouri? Yeah, they got one still there. It's been renovated. It's parked there now as a museum. The long tour, someone said it takes like 5 or 6 hours to do the full tour of it. So guys, out the front here, back to cycling. 2 cyclists that were allowed to leave way earlier in the day. Light winds, guys, only 9 kilometers an hour here. Super rolly terrain, very punchy. This is leg sapping stuff right here. They've got a just under 1 minute lead on the Peloton. Peloton consists of 146 riders. Back of the Peloton, we got Kay Lillick. That was the wind space rider coming on, I think. Oh, here's a Canadian, Kiera Lillick. Look at this girl here, June 8th, 2004. And I said I wouldn't call them girls, but they do call them girls. I look at this lady here, this young woman here. She's the age of my daughter. And it's so funny looking. I said this about the men too, guys. Yes, she's a woman, but she's a kid to me because my daughter's that age. And I still think my daughter's a kid. So you get my drift. If you have kids, you know. Then the back of the race here, we've got Kristen and 3 other riders working their way up. 2 riders are from, this is Roland right here. So they go by the abbreviation CGS. So this is the team that dreamt Timesys was saying will be relegated this year. So they're going to leave the World Tour and go back down to Pro Series. I think both the men and the women use the exact same point system now. It's been changed probably several times, probably 4 or 5 times since they've been tracking points. They're probably both on the same system now. Okay, yep, Kim's saying it here now. I was mistaken. Kim's wearing her national champ jersey. Kopecky is world champion. My bad, too early. Exactly, Kim. Me too. I was like, my brain hurts right now. Why can't I figure out the times? It was Flow Bikes that threw me off today. So it looks like I think this is going to be at most a 3-hour race for the women here today for the FEMMES. Again, guys, they're climbing again right now. And just so you guys know, I will have Bike Terra coverage tomorrow. So probably someone like, I'm going to say this for Dream's benefit. Bike Terra is a virtual cycling app, and they're getting data from the tour itself of all the locations of the riders, so that I will be able to show you in a 3D representation on the screen. So just when it's like, well, where are all the gaps? I don't get it. It's really good when they're climbing on the switchbacks, when the terrain gets really curvy, swervy, just to get a reference, like, oh, they're there. It's also really good when the World Tour, oh, this is cool to see. The entire Movistar's team is sitting at the very front right now, 5 riders strong, leading the way. Visma sitting behind them. Yeah, they're all tucked up on the right-hand side of the road here. Visma just kind of sneaking in beside them here. So then I can show you that, but they told me it doesn't start till tomorrow. I also got word from Matt, the developer. There's only 2 guys developing it. So it's a virtual cycling app. You get a smart trainer. You get a bike. Can you guys see my bike? I think you can. I've asked a million times. Yeah, you can see my handlebars right back here. So my bike is facing that direction right there. It's on a smart trainer. It talks to some software. And you could load this route profile in, and you could do this route. And it would generate a world for you that has the same features. It would have water features. It would have trees. It would have buildings. They'd just be like very simple looking blocks, but they would be there for sure. It's pulling all that data from a map somewhere and rendering it all inside your browser. We will have that tomorrow. They said they just couldn't get it ready for today. Let's get back in there. So trust me, it's so good to use. I love it. Oh, and they've made me a paid subscriber. Thank you, Bike Terra. So yeah, again, I really like those guys. They're the only developers that have ever really spoken to me. I've done a lot of videos. Ooh, got a crash down here. Just looks like one rider had to step down. Trying to see who this is here. Rider mostly in blue. Didn't look like anything serious here. Oh, AG, it's a Sudal rider. So AG Insurance Sudal. Just sitting right behind the director's car here. And it looks like there's an Arkea rider involved in it too. I can just tell how they're getting their cycling pace at the moment. They're feeling a little bit rough. Might have just tipped over at the back of the peloton there. Yeah, so 50-second gap. Are the sprinters going to pull that back now? Are the sprinters going to pull it back? Let me have a look at something here, guys. We're going to do this quickly. We are... Okay, so where are we at right now? Okay, just looking at this here quickly, guys. The sprint point is at 45.6 kilometers. It's coming up quick. It is coming up very quick. Yeah, it's coming up very quick. Estimated arrival, see if that's correct at all. Yeah, we're going to be there probably in less than 10 minutes. It's just a quick guess I'm having in the top of my head here, trying to estimate things on the fly based on what I'm seeing for distances. That Arkea rider is struggling off the back right now. I think we're on a bit of a climb. Yeah, we are. So Just a touch of wheels at the back. I don't think anyone hit the ground hard there. At least 2 riders were involved in it. There's a climb. They feel a little bit shocked from crashing. They're trying to get back on their bikes. There's a climb going up, so it's a bit of a struggle right now for them. Okay, let me catch up, guys. Dream here saying, in my opinion, it's financial. Men can retire earlier because they have a higher salary. Yeah, I can see that too. I can see it being a bunch of things. Like maybe it's just the crop of young women coming up. I don't know what the top women even make in cycling. In fact, I said yesterday, we barely know what the top men are making. It's such a secret. Guys, watch more cycling. They'll get more coverage. They'll make more money. That's what we need. I find that in a lot of sports, just a huge generalization I'm going to make, and no one get mad at me. People want other sports to get paid the same, and I'm not even talking men's, female. I'm talking about smaller sports, but there's no one watching it. If you want them to get paid more, you need to watch it. So more people need to watch. Gary Holtz here. Hey, Gary, welcome aboard. Where are you from? Cheering on Kim. Let's go, Kim. Kim Osel, I watch so much racing, it's hard for me to keep track of all the riders. Pro cycling. Yeah, exactly. Pro Cycling Stats is great to help with who's who. I've been using that as well. I don't even have it open right now. I just watch a lot of racing too. There's so much coverage through Flow Bikes that I get. I could probably watch cycling. I think they have all the races going back for the final year. So it's worth it for some of these cycling apps. Guys, I need coffee. I have no cookies this morning. I have no Pop-Tarts. One day we had a full discussion about Pop-Tarts here. Ooh, weird road here. There's huge median in the middle, and the girls are trapped on both sides of it. Oh, actually, they can go over it. It's just a painted line they're not crossing. Okay, nice wide road. It looks like it's like 3 lanes wide. We still have the 2 at 46 seconds here. Let's take a look at this. So yeah, if I had Bike Terra up and running right now, I could show you them. I could show you the catches being made. And it's so good to use. So good to use. So Bike Terra, thank you for providing me with a full subscription now. And they actually said to me yesterday, they're like, I asked Matt something. I said, hey, Matt, are you going to be doing the Tour de France FEMMES? He said, yeah, we are, but we can't start that till stage 3. I don't know if it has something to do with the men's race. It's kind of like getting all the data and trying to sort through it all. And he just said, FYI, he says, you've been a subscribed member for several days now. We've already granted that to you. So I'm like, and I think I realized that when I was looking at Bike Terra, I'm like, oh, there's more routes available. They probably had already authorized my subscription. So awesome. Thank you, Bike Terra. It helps me out. 2 riders off the front still. They've got a 49-second lead here. Just going to go back here. Ooh, they are talking about it. Here's that rain coming on. Just the lightest rain. They're talking about it. They mentioned it 6 minutes ago. Light rain. I can't even see it on the road right now. Visma's all... Okay, there's the yellow jersey coming up. Marianne Vos coming up now, guys. We are getting very close to that sprint point now. Let me jump back here, guys. Marianne Vos is on the right-hand side of the road, probably second on the road right now. Sprint is imminent. I'll tell you how I see it over here. I'll make the screen bigger. Flying along at 70k an hour. They must be doing a little bit of a downhill right now. Get me as live as I can. 2.7. Okay, I'll have to try to figure this out here. I think if I go to the map mode, it won't show me the winner of the sprint. And actually, these 2 riders are ahead. They're going to get some sprint points here. They're going to get the majority of them, and there's going to be a fight for the leftovers. Unless they get caught. I can't see them getting caught now. Well, they're not going to get caught. It's 50 seconds. They've got a good enough gap. They're going to sweep up some good green jersey points. So points for Picnic, Post NL, and Movistar. Kim, love that you watch all the cycling. What's the next big event for you, Kim? Drew Schaefer's back, dude. Bonjour. Dream, yes, points will be tweaked a little on the men's and the women's will be the same as the men's starting, I think, next year. Oh, okay. It's an abomination that the women of the Tour de France women just gets 400 points. Yeah, so the men, guys, I know exactly what Dream's talking about here. It's UCI points. If you win the Tour de France, okay, Poggy will get 1,300 points for winning the Tour de France, for being the outright winner. Then there's stage wins. I think it's 210 points for a stage win at the Tour de France. There's points for wearing the yellow jersey. There's points for wearing all the jerseys, I believe. If you win the Vuelta, which is next month, guys, don't forget that. I'm doing all of it. Just like this, full commitments. Put my life on hold. I'm doing the Vuelta. Starts August 23rd. Don't miss it. I think the Vuelta is probably one of the toughest races. It's lesser known. Obviously, it doesn't get all of the... Let's see how much I got here. They're getting close to the sprint point there. I'm going to try not to watch it. Obviously, we know these two are going through first. They still have a 55-second gap. They're actually increasing it a little bit. Back of the race, I'm not getting a time gap there. So it looks like Faulkner's gotten out of this group. I think she's in a second group now. Yep. She's with Kira Lillich. Marjolaine Van... Wow, Tigaloof. That's hard to say. And Amelia Fallon, Swedish rider. So 2 riders up front here. Yeah, so there's all the points. So yeah, the women's Tour de France, they only get 400 points. That's probably equal to like a monument in the men's. Dream, I think that's what you're talking about. Watching the yellow jersey here, Marianne. There will be some good points from their women's intermediate sprint. They get more points. There's Vibes. White jersey. Very easy to spot from a distance. Even from this helicopter view I'm looking at right now. Balsamo. The Italian rider. So I think the women's intermediate sprint, I think it's 25 points. The men's was only... And they just rolled right through it. The 2 women up front, Francisca just rolled through. The Movistar rider just following her. They're working together, guys. I like seeing this kind of stuff. I like the days where breakaways work together. They've already talked about it. If they were to stay away, they might already have a deal. Okay, you let me get the sprint point, you can have the KOM. That happens all the time. They're talking out there. They're trying to work together, and they are all... The 2 riders up front are taking turns 50-50. Now the next battle is going to be Voss, Vibes. Balsamo's probably going to be involved here. She's over on the left-hand side of the screen. I think Balsamo is... I think she's for Lidl Trek, I believe. Vibes already lighting it up. Marianne Voss goes there. Actually, Marianne's in front right now. Marianne's in front. I don't think Vibes is going to get by her. She didn't. Marianne took the sprint. Let me confirm that for you guys right away. Vibes had more closing speed at the end, but it was a little too late. And wow, she's got some powerfully built legs. Yeah, Marianne got the jump on Lorena. Gets right on her wheel. Oh, I think... No, Lorena got it, guys. It was the throw that threw me off there. Lorena got it over Marianne, which kind of makes more sense because she is such a potent sprinter. It was just the angle I was looking at. So Lorena gets 3rd place there. Let's see what we got here. And they haven't mentioned it. Come on, guys. We need more updates. We need more updates. So she got 3rd place over there for sure. Lorena. Here it is here now. 17 points for Lorena Vibes. Marianne Voss gets 15 points. Janssen. I don't see Balsamo was way back down in 14th place. It is Lidl Trek. Okay, I did recognize the team. So Coke got 1st. Let's see if they let them stay away. I would love to see the picnic rider on video roll through the QOM at the top. That rider is in front right now. So working together. Hey, you give me this, I give you that. If it's anything like the men's race, and I'm sure they're doing it here, there will be prize points for the sprint and the climbs. So let me catch up in the chat, guys. 59 people watching. Come on, guys. Okay, the goal today, we need to get over 100 people watching at once. That's what we need. It's not a huge goal. I know we can do it. I know we can do it. Okay, we're going to catch up. Thanks for all the comments, guys. Really appreciate it. And we got a crash at the back here, guys. I'm not going to call it a massive crash in the back, but it is. It's the Laboral. I don't even know how you say that. 3 riders from off that team fighting with neutral services there to help them. The Shimano neutral service fighting the chain back on. Yeah, they got it. There's 3 of them there. Let's take a look at this team. One is wearing a different jersey. So it happened at kind of the base of a climb. It looked pretty cobbled. Where are they? Right here. So this rider here, Soto Campos, was there. Soto Campos. Chilean? Is this a Chilean rider? Catalina Soto Campos. Bunch of riders put their feet down, but a couple of the Euskadi riders here, Laboral Euskadi riders, just going to kind of try to abbreviate them a little bit. There was 2 other riders off her team with her team there. Didn't recognize who they were. Front 2, 44 seconds. I think they might get over this climb first. What is this again? Category 3, 3 kilometers at 6%. So those 3 riders are chasing back on right now. It's looks like 181, so that's probably their JC favorite. Catalina Soto Campos will be there as well. And we're seeing the Viaduct de Curlobre here. Awesome seeing this old buildings, architecture in the area. Just close that for a second. And I'm going to watch for that hill climb. I'm going to catch up in the chat here. So yeah, so back to dream here. 400 points for winning the Tour de France FEMMES. Yeah, that seems light. It should be at least it should be the same as the men's. Just make it 1,300. It's the pinnacle event. So 1,300 points for the Tour de France men's. Why isn't it for the women? I don't know why they've decided that. All I can think maybe it's a way of keeping the competition closer together. I guess that's, yeah. There's got to be a reason for it that I don't know. 56 watching now, guys. Please like the video if you can so other people that are interested in women's cycling can see this. Cofidis rider off the back. Must have been another rider involved in that crash off to the side. Again, it wasn't a high-speed crash. Clara Koppenberg here for Cofidis. 134th overall. 7 minutes, 50 seconds back already at the Tour after one stage. So she must have been way off the back yesterday. Visma at the front. Liv Alulu Jayco is there. Movistar on the right-hand side of the screen. There's Eliza Longoborghini for UAE. I almost said XRD. I almost said XRG. I think I've just combined the ladies and the men's team's names. UAE. Okay. ADQ. So Eliza's sitting right at the front right now. Okay, going again. Robert, the pro cycling tip was hot. Seeing that Puck has raced 12 times a season and her worst finish was 10th. Okay, cool. So I think you're talking about Puck Peters there. FDJ on the front now too, driving up the climb. I'm just looking to see the hair. Is that Pauline? They keep their hair tucked in, not like Quinn Simmons over for Elite Trek at the men. His hair was just flopping around virtually on probably 80% of the stages. Looks like the Laboral Euskadi team's coming back up now. I can see 181 is just getting on the backside of the Peloton right now. Who are the Visma riders here? And who is this FDJ rider on the front? Black jersey. No, is that a Visma rider? I got to check this out. I want to take a look here. Take a look at Visma quick. Trying to figure out who this is. No, that's an FDJ rider on the front. Okay, so FDJ rider on the front here. So this is the Visma team. There's 3 Visma riders chasing. But the FDJ riders are in black with this little red and blue splotch on them. General ranking, first overall. Yeah, FDJ on the front there. Oh, polka dot jersey's right there as well. That is Elise Chabet. And let's see this here. FDJ. So you got Demi on FDJ. You got Shabby on FDJ. Yeah, strong team. Very strong team here. Okay. Yeah, FEMMES and Voss battle for points. French youngster here for the white jersey. Julie Bago. I think I mentioned her name yesterday for Cofidis. Let's see now. They've got an 18-second lead. Are they at the top yet? Okay, so it looks like the front two might steal these KOM points. Sorry, QOM points. Polka Dot. My feed here, they're almost a kilometer away. It's probably a little bit less than that. They're just hanging on here. I'll do the chat. I just want to see how they go through the QOM points. If they are sharing the workload and they're going to be playing fair with each other instead of just fighting. 11% gradient here. 10-11% gradient. 20k an hour up this climb. FDJ strong on the front. Visma there. Movistar well represented right now. Demi Vollering here over on the left-hand side of the road. They just came through the 1 kilometer marker. They're probably a little bit further than that. Gaps down to looks like about sub 15 seconds now. It's 6 seconds, guys. They're coming fast. They want these points. They're not letting this breakaway pair get them. So they're back now. They've just been absorbed into the Peloton now. And I'm going to see how this works. What time is it here, folks? 5:46. Okay, that looks like a flow of bikes issue and not an issue with me here. There's the data point right there. Let's see if they're moving here. They are moving. When I see this internet stall, I kind of think it's my Starlink. I think we're okay, guys. What I can do is kind of scroll up here and see what's going on. Yeah, I think we're still live, guys. Yeah, so guys, check out the UCI point standings. Flow Bikes has totally just cratered on me here. Okay, it's back. KOM jersey going to the front. QOM jersey, guys. I'm going to say that all the time. Polka dot jersey, Colin, polka dot jersey. 10% climb here. Liv Alula Jaco rider right on her wheels. So Elise Chabet here for FDJ wants these points. And this is a bit delayed, guys. I've seen them. They caught the two that were out front at 500 meters to go. They're just getting ready to go through the points now. There's 2 riders out front. 2 riders out front. Who is it saying they are? Chabet, Smolders, Koch, and Bianic. Those 2 went out the back. Those are our 2 original leaders. So we got Smolders here for Liv Alula Jaco and Chabet. They're doing a lot of looking back here. I think the 2 riders that they just caught, they're back on their wheel. They are back on their wheel here. So I don't want to see who gets this. I want to see how it goes down myself. They're probably through that point right now. So let me just watch it here. Probably 250 meters to go. Ooh, this is quite the wall here. This kind of gives me a sense of like Mer de Bretagne. I wonder how far we are from it. We're probably not that far. We're in the general region here, aren't we? Camper vans all out. Huge crowds here, guys. Massive crowds. 7% gradient here. Riding at about 19 kilometers an hour. And there's a tack off the front by the Liv rider. Liv Jaco Alula. Smolders here. I'm going to look her up after this. Elise Chabet going with her. Flags are Breton flying. The Liv rider looking over her shoulder. Knows Elise is right there. Elise kicks now. Kicks hard. Ooh, she can't get by her. She can't get by her, folks. Liv rider holding start. Digging deep. She's fully out of the saddle sprinting. And she holds her off. Points go to Smolders. I think it's S. Smolders. Guys, let me take a look at this now. Elise did very well there to get those points. Let's see if we got points action here. No points showing up yet. Intermediate sprint. Okay, so let's just wait for them to show up. The Liv rider definitely got them. They almost let the 2 riders they caught get back on their wheels. They were on their wheels. They kicked again. The Liv rider dropped them completely. And Elise almost was there to take the win. She went after her, but Smolders. Okay, let's get her name right now. So I'll recognize all of them. Liv Alula. Okay, we got a rider down on the hill. Unfortunate. Looks like Shimano's there to help them. Yeah. Oh, there's baseball caps in on the road. What is going on here? General ranking fourth. I think I did. Oh yeah, Rosamund getting on yesterday. I remember that name. Smolders here. So yeah, really good kick. I thought she was gonna fade. She held it all the way. Silke Smolders, another Dutch rider, takes that one right there. See if we've got any points yet. No points yet, guys. So 9 points available if you win them all today. So we're going to see her in all the battles now, I think. Next one's coming up. Côte de l'Encrenan, Category 4. We're going to have 2 points and 1 point available there. And I want to catch up with the chat here, guys. See what's going on. Everyone say hi. Tell me where you're from. We now have 82 watching, guys. Let's keep pushing. Let's get over 100 viewers. Concurrent. That's what I'm watching. I can't even see the likes. Right now I have one like. I know it's more than that. But let's get those up so other people will see this awesome racing that's going on out there. We want more women's cycling. We need more women's coverage. We need to watch it. If you're not watching it, they're not going to give you more women's coverage. Okay, Dream. Any classic race women's world tour in men's, it's 1,300. Yeah, 1,300 for the Tour de France for the men. Drew, just realized I was seeing y'all 2 minutes, 50 seconds behind your Peloton, so I had to fast forward to catch up. Puck is the best puncher right now. Yeah, the Linzer tart cookies. I know, I ate them all. Guys, I ate them all. In my Discord, oh yeah, guys, I recycled the team GRC jersey. This is the team that I ride with on Ruby. So you can see Team GRC. Here's one of my sayings: Watts Fest. It's going to be a Watts Fest, guys. Let's go. Watts Apocalypse. Oh, so that rider that needed help, she had a bag in her chain. And it looks, yeah, there's a bag stuck in her chain, in the jockey wheels on her derailleur. So she's got that taken care of. And now it looks like we got the two off the front. Yeah. Chabe and Smolders here are now on a mission. They're off the front. They say more points up the roads. Chabe comes through. QOM, polka dot jersey. And Smolders sits on her wheel. I think they're going to work together now. Like, let's go for these points. Let's get out there. Very lumpy to the next point. Peloton's only 20 seconds back, 115 riders. 34 riders in a second group behind them. And back of the race, says there's 4 of them. I actually hope there's 4, because that one rider had to stop on the climb. It's Peroni and Thomas. So this is I think this is the Roland team here. Yeah, Roland team. Elena Peroni. Segalina Thomas, we saw her earlier for Saint Michel. One of these riders probably was the one that had the plastic bag in their rear derailleur. Okay, let me figure out what we're doing here, guys. Yeah, no more Linzer tart cookies, I know. Yeah, WNBA is definitely dealing with the pay issue. That's a tough one there. Like, they say they're losing money. So I saw someone give a good example one day. It's like, well, I don't even say it. It's like I don't know why they're losing money. There's not enough coverage of it. That's why we need more coverage of women's cycling. We need more coverage. People need to pay attention to it. But yeah, definitely they're fighting hard to get the same pay. Pay us what we're worth. And then they're saying, well, actually the WNBA is $400 million in the hole. And it's basically supported by the NBA. There was videos a while back where, and I barely follow basketball. I actually don't ever watch it. But some of the top guns at the NBA were like, they were ticked off. Like, okay, how dare you? We support you. Money comes from the NBA to support the WNBA. Okay. Drew Schaefer, if you won a Grand Tour, salary would be renegotiated. Who are we talking about here? So I wonder if he was poorly informed on the stage Yates won for finances. Drew, I'm kind of missing what you're saying there. Something about K per year, and I think there might have been a typo there. Okay, UnoX deserves credit for a jersey helmet that is easy to identify. Yes, dude. And EF as well. Yeah, UnoX really, man, and over at, okay, let's have a look here. Let's see what UnoX has here for our team here. Boom, there they are. You're right, Robert. They're very easy to spot. At men's level, they're a pro team. They're probably going to World Tour next year. I really hope they are. They deserve it. So, again, probably going to be a lot of Norwegians and Danish riders here. Actually, not as many as I thought there'd be. Alerud, Anderson, Bikhus, Confaloneri. Sorry, guys. Zanetti, Ottenstad, and Corner. So yeah, the men's team, UnoX, 8th, actually 6th place overall at the Tour de France. I think that's Jonas. He just moved up from 8th overall. And his teammate, Tobias Abrahamson, I believe it is. That's the guy that broke his collarbone like 4 or 5 weeks back. Won stage 11, I think it was, of the Tour de France. Has been in so many breakaways. Was in a huge breakaway just a couple days ago. He's also the dude that, there's a story about him. He put 20 kilos on. That's 44 pounds, which, maybe that's a bit of a stretch. I don't know. And he says he's a way better cyclist now. So it's not all about being a Skeletor. Being as skinny as possible. There's something to be said for being full-sized. Guys, I'm 100% full-sized. Okay, jumping back, 59 watching right now. Colin, I think you're on way to getting to a Bike Terror sponsor probably once they and your channel grow a bit more. Winning. Yeah, dude, I'm just really pumped that I got my subscriber membership for it now. So that gives me access to any routes I want. So the way Bike Terror works, guys, it's free to use. It's a website. You don't need to install anything on your PC, your phone. It's just a website. They do all the work on their end, streams it to you, it all renders. The hardest part for you will be just to get a smart trainer. You can probably find a used smart trainer, a smart one for $300 to $400 to get started. You put any bike on there that you want. It doesn't need to be a race bike. It could be an old beater mountain bike. It could be a city commuter. Anything you want. You hook them up. Very easy to hook up. You hook up your, your power. You hook up your controllable. Those are things you're going to be looking for. Your power. You're going to be looking for controllable and heart rate monitor. Your cadence is generally estimated by your trainer. And away you go. And there should be 6 free routes per day that you can ride. They pick them. But I think now that I've been given subscriber status, and again, guys, I use their platform because I like it, and I really promote their platform now because these guys talk to me. Like I said, what comes around goes around. So they took their time to answer all my videos. Sorry, Robert, I'm getting to you here. Drew, lost my comment. Del Toro salaries $800K per year. Wow. So, really, really good money. That's 800,000. Oh, 800,000 euros? So, that's a lot of money. Future star, I'm sure it'll be a lot higher soon. I'm sure he'll be at La Vuelta. I think they said this week they're going to do, UAE's doing a press conference about who's going to be at La Vuelta. I guarantee you. Okay, well, I'm guessing that Poggi won't be there. 2 riders off the front. It looks like they're being devoured right now. Oh, there's 1 rider behind them. So it's 10 seconds back to Maud Ringbeek, who we saw yesterday. 21 seconds back from her to the Peloton. So the Peloton's lurking, guys. Then, Kopecki's back here. They're right on them, though. So sometimes when you see these groups, you have a quick look and you're like, oh, it's only a couple seconds. And the groups are constantly changing. So they're saying that, is this the Kopecky group? Yeah, it is. That looks like more than 3 seconds to me, so we're going to let that sort itself out. Wonder if there was another crash back there. Okay, they're talking about Smolders at the summit. Let's see now if we can get confirmation of those points, because it never... Smulders, Shabby, Koch. That was one of the breakaway riders from earlier. Got 1 point out of that. Because they did allow them to come back. They caught them, passed them. They let off, dilly-dallying around up the climb, looking at each other. The two came back. Silke Smulders attacked, and Shabby could not get back around her. 77 watching, guys. Let's get these ladies over 100 today. Let's get the ladies over 100. The Vuelta a España is the third largest Grand Tour alongside Giro and the Tour de France. All super tough. Yeah, Vuelta is the third largest. I'd say it's probably the toughest. They always go for crazy, insane climbs. I don't think they're much in the Pyrenees this year, though. I think they're going to be more doing all the climbing, kind of in northern Spain. There's a mountain range there called the Cantabrian Mountains. I did a full video on that over on Ruvi probably like a year ago. Just me riding. I don't think I even have my camera on for it. So I do videos as well where I may be on camera, I may be not on camera, depending how I feel. I'll do a ride through an area. I'll talk about the area. So I'm actually doing my workout. You'll see my power numbers on screen. You'll see my avatar on screen. I talk about the area. I learned that there's still 300 brown bears in the Cantabrian Mountains there. Isolated into two communities. I think one community is very small. There's so many people there. Yeah, it's crazy to me there's still bears there. I hear we have bears everywhere. But they're smaller. Okay, here's the third rider trying to bridge across to them. That's Maud trying to get up there. She's only 1 second back, it's saying. 40 seconds back to the Peloton. Maud's out of the saddle now. She knows she's got them. Keep digging, Maud. Keep digging. Love it. You can tell she's working hard. She's doing a lot of rocking right now compared to the two riders out front. Maud does not have her hair tucked up. She's going for the Quinn Simmons look today. Quinn Simmons looks like he'd be at home on a Harley somewhere. Yep, she's going to get on, guys. They're actually looking back at her now. They're probably thinking, thank you. We got a third rider here. We got some more horsepower. So now they're going to probably let Maud sit on for a little bit. She's done a ton of work to get back on. Yeah, she's back in there. Awesome job. She actually does the face wipe. She's probably wiping some drool off her face. Gasping for air here. Great job. I love seeing this. Get up there. So, yep, she's sitting at the back right now. Shabby just went to the front. The live rider's there. Generally, you're going to see, yeah, they're letting her take a break here. Okay. Now Shabby's waving her through. You go second now. You know, she'll get her 30 seconds to a minute break of not having to work. And then she's going to have to go back up front and help them out. You want to be here, you got to work with us. That's kind of how it works. If they don't, then the arm waving starts. And yesterday I saw in the men's tour a guy do this. He put his hand like this to magnify. He was really ticked off at the other rider. I don't know who was even talking to who. So I'm really looking forward to the Vuelta coming up, guys. Justin Hike here, first time. Who are the favorites? Demi Vollering, if you're talking overall. Marianne Vos is in the lead right now. The legendary Marianne Vos. We've got Pauline here. Kasia, who won it last year. For today, though, it's a classic type stage. Just my guess right now, it would be Lorena Vibes for today's stage. Like, if you were to line them all up with 300 meters to go and say, go. So it all depends if they stick together. There is one little lump before the finish, the Côte des Chemins de Troller. It's going to be our second passage through that climb. They're going to go through it earlier, go through a bonus time area. I really like the bonus time area here. They don't have that at the men's tour. So they're doing things different. There were comments yesterday, why isn't it exactly the same as the men's tour? They're just doing it different. Why can't it be different? I'm all for it. Would I like it to be like the men's tour? Sure, but I like some of these rules they have here. I like these bonus times here. Justin, welcome aboard. Let us know where you're from, dude. VD Benny here. Thank you for being here. This is awesome, guys. We still haven't cracked through 100 yet. Guys, let's get over 100 so that more people come back. I was telling Joey Jojo, that's my wife. She's up. She's not even awake yet. She's got another long day planned for me. She said to me yesterday, it's like 6 o'clock at night, and I'm exhausted from doing 2 streams, getting up at 3 in the morning. And she goes, oh yeah, tomorrow's supper, we're not going to do steak and lobster home. And I'm like, long pause. I said, what are you talking about? She goes, for my dad's birthday. I'm like, I said, and I told her, I said, don't get mad at me, or let's not have an argument over this. I said, you have not even told me this yet. So we have to go out for supper tonight, because she's like, I don't want to, because then we got to go out and get steaks. We got to go out and get lobsters, which is me. And she knows I'm doing all this every morning. She knows I need to ride my bike. So now we got to arrange a supper later today. So I got to go out and do that. So I'm praying that Tour de France FEMMES tomorrow starts a little bit later. So thank you, Viddy. Dream here. Phoenix has the weird color. Yeah, it's kind of like a camo green, I think. But then I can identify them in the Peloton. I begin to like the kit. Like I made it. Yeah, me too. Robert, dude, thank you so much. Robert's contributed to the channel here. Robert, that's my coffee for the day right there, dude. Inside Cycling World loves the support, dude. Gonna keep it going. Dave Paragus is back. Could Poggy go for a 5th stage win? Dude, he could. He's got 4 right now. Does he want to risk getting into those battles? Apparently that Butte, Montmartre, I think it's called. They go up at 3 times. It's already going to be hot. The sprinters are going to be doing everything they can, because basically the Tour de France men's, Homs, has taken the sprint opportunity away for the green jersey. It's usually a sprinter. It's always a sprinter that wins the final stage, unless you go back to the 80s when Bernard Hinault was battling it out on the Champs-Élysées. He was going up against the sprinters, that guy. He could do it all. They've made it way tougher. They want more excitement in the last stage. I'm the same as probably a lot of you. The last stage, if I sleep in and I miss an hour or 2 of it, I'm okay with it. I don't really need to see the parade. It never really did anything for me since the first day I ever saw it. He could, but I think it would be too dangerous. I mean, could you imagine if he crashed on the final stage? Robert's saying so many little girls in the crowd, future stars. Yeah, I know, dude. They're all out here watching their heroes racing. I love it. We need more viewers. We need more viewers, guys. Let's get it up there. Watts Apocalypse, definitely Dawn. It's one of my favorites in all my videos. I like to drop that one a lot. And like I got the Watts Fest. So guys, this jersey here, Team GRC, that's my team over on Ruby. I don't do a lot of team racing anymore. I'm kind of a solo rider there. Once I started doing more and more videos, it's like, guys, I can't really do the racing with you now because I'm doing race videos about you guys. And then there was a lot of, we'll call them, we want you in the races. I'm like, so I did do some race videos where I'm in the race. So I would do like a preamble audio. I would do the race. I'd go quiet. Then as soon as I finish the race, I'm like I'm like the back of the first third. That's where I am usually. So if there's 100 riders, I'll be like 40th or something. You know, if there's 50 riders, I'm 28th. Something like that. You know, 20th maybe. Probably not now because I'm out of shape now. I would immediately, with my heart rate, maybe doing upwards of 190 beats, I would jump back on, grab this mic, and I would commentate everyone behind me. Then after the fact, I would go back in and give my thoughts along the race when I was racing with the mic off. I like doing those videos too. But the more other race videos I do, I feel like I'm missing my training. So it would be more of a light training ride. 48-second lead here on the front. 3 riders, guys. 3 riders. Elise Chabet, Silky Smolders, Silke, I think it would be, and Maud Rinbik. Yeah, I know I destroyed that. So, Robert, thank you very much, dude. Keep going, dude. Anyway, so Team GRC, they know all my little one-liners, all the weird, dumb things I like to say. So one of them was a Watts Fest. So they designed this jersey. It was Anthony out in Toronto who I actually met him at the airport. He flew into Calgary. He's all over the place. And they designed the jersey. So that's what I'm wearing today. I thought for the last day of the men's Tour de France, I'm going to keep it on for that. And for this stage here, we'll rock this one out too. Yeah, W2F. Watch the FEMMES. I like that. Who's this guy here? Yeah, Sarake. Dude, where you from? Let me know where you're from. 71 watching, guys. We got to get to that 100 today. Let's do the 100. I told Joey Jojo that. Again, that's the wife. I said, we've only got 9 stages to try to help grow it. So I'd love to see it 100, 200, 300. It is a week. You know, it's a Sunday. Then we're going to the weekday. People are at work. But if people can get in here, share it with your friends, please. Mr. DiBiase's here. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us at the Tour de France FEMMES. Got some great racing going here, dude. This stream will be going for probably 3 hours. Oh, I like... So, yeah, really nice paint scheme on the Liv here. So, the front riders, Silke Smolders for Liv Alula Jaco. They're in the purple jerseys. I think she's probably riding... What is it? I think the Liv, the high-end bike, I think it's the Magna. Is it the Magna or Manga? Magna. Really nice colors. I've seen that bike a lot over on Ruby. It's one of the bikes you can ride there. So DiBiase's here. Drew's back. Looks like he's high-fiving, high-tenning, double high-fives, drinking wine and champagne. Popping the champagne soon, folks. Evard is here too. Evard, thank you so much for joining us at the Tour de France FEMMES. There will be a second stream later, guys, for the men. This is going to give me time to zip outside and get the chores done for all our outside animals. Upgrade your mind for Canada's here. Dudes, I knew you guys would jump in here. Thank you so much. The men go off later today because it's the final stage of the Tour de France. I think local time, the men don't start till like 4 o'clock France time or something. French time. They want to finish early evening, and then they do all their after parties. Tikala's back again. Bonjour, guys. On the train heading to Paris for stage 20. Awesome, Tikala. Hey, Tikala, so glad you stopped in for all the men's stuff. Hopefully you can catch some of the French stuff. Yeah, again, they're showing the Liv Magna, I think it is. What a beautiful paint scheme. Kind of like a coppery color with purple accents for the team. Yeah, that's awesome. Wanted to jump back to something here, guys. It was Dream talking about the teams here. Where is Fennec? Guys, can't see him. She was talking about their jersey, and I think I like their jerseys colors. I guess maybe they're not here. Oh, they are here. Oh, but it's showing us a purple jersey here. Did they change it for the Tour de France FEMMES? And now they're showing us orange. I thought their jerseys were more of like a greeny color. At least that's what I saw at the Giro. Maybe they've just completely changed them up for the Tour de France FEMMES. I'm sure Dream will let me know. So Tikala has been following Tour de France pretty much the whole time. Ooh, we're getting to this point here, guys. We're getting to this point. What's going to happen here now? The women are getting here now. We've got 3 riders here. We are coming up to a Category 4 climb. 2 points and 1 point available. So one rider is going to miss out on the points here. They do have a bit of a gap. It's not very much. This is not a huge climb. Category 4. Oh, it's a bit of a wall, though. It's kind of like a Belgian wall. 800 meters at 9% gradient. So it's going to be like in your face, straight up, waiting to show. Peloton's flying behind them. So it's like a flat run. They take a hard left off the road, what I'm seeing here, and they probably start going to the wall. So slightly delayed here. Yeah, they go off the main highway onto, of course, a little windy, skinny, little tiny road. Visma's driving on the front. EF's there too. Is that EF? That is EF. Bright pink. We've got a rider here struggling with her bike. Looks like it might have just been the chain slipped off. Front derailleur. Elena Kikini, I think. 500 meters to go for the front group of 3. I'm watching over here, guys, just so I can tell you how it goes. Elise sitting on the front. We got Maud and Silke here as well. Maybe it's just Silk. I'm not sure how you say that. Right now, I'm going to say Silke. Let's go with Silke. And I think she's going to take this point as well. She had a really strong, aggressive sprint up that last hill. Let's see how she feels now. 2 points available and 1 for second. With the polka dot jersey being right there. Ooh, 13% through here, guys. 13% gradient. So I know over there they passed through it already. We got Schabe, Smolders, and Rinbeek, Maud Rinbeek here. 2 Dutch riders and Swiss rider. I'm going to say Silke, she's on the front right now. Saying here they've got 200 meters to go, so obviously I'm a little bit behind from the live feed. It is cobbled too, guys. Cobbled climb. So it seems very much like a classic to me. Skinny little roads, fans are out everywhere. Love all these little stores and restaurants. Love the buildings here. This is incredible seeing this. I'll see if I can get some pictures up here pretty quick, guys. Let's just stick right here because I don't want to see who got it yet. And if the camera doesn't cut back, they're going to cross through it before I even see it. We're like, it seems like we're like a kilometer away from the group right now. There goes Silke off the front. Elise is reacting very well. Pulls up beside her, actually gets ahead of Silke now. Ooh, Elise looks like she's got it here. Elise has more momentum going through. Silke right on her wheel though. Really nice job there. So Elise is going to get the points there. 2 and 1 for Silke. Maud got none there. She didn't even really contest it. They're just hoping to get away together, I think. So here's our points. Schabe, that's Elise. And then we got Silke Smolders here. Great stuff. So 2 up front. Maud is just behind them here, although she's quickly 17 seconds behind. There is a bit of a descent here, so hopefully she jumps back on with them. Peloton's 34 seconds back. There's no points at the top for them. I mean, they are driving really hard, though. Like, what are they fighting for? There's no points available here. Okay, they just roll over the top now. Let me get back to the chat here, guys. So Tikala's on her way to stage 21. Awesome. Yeah, Robert, those Live Alula bikes are beautiful. Yeah, that bike you can ride in Ruby. I think they have it in Zwift as well. Shows up really, really well in Ruby. The colors, it's kind of like a coppery color. And the Live bikes here have the purple. It looks like it's on the front fork and the back, I guess what would you call it, the chain stays back there. Drew saying bon voyage to Tikala. Okay, Stuart R's back. Stuart was here yesterday. Hey, just managed to jump on. Stuart, thanks for coming back. We've got a breakaway out front. 2 riders fighting for polka dot jersey points. Maud was with them. We saw her in a breakaway yesterday. She's trying to catch back on with them right now. I thought Silke would have it there, but Elise really got the jump on her. So overall in the standings right now today, this might just show us the standings today. Yeah, this is just the standings today. Nope, that's showing general ranking. Yeah, this is today here. This doesn't, no, that's not right. That is not right. Smolders, Janssen. That's yesterday's stage. Sorry, guys. Here we go. This makes sense now. First sprint, it was Smolders. We saw that. Easily held off Elise at the first sprint. And Franziska Koch, who was in the breakaway early, they almost let her back on. Second sprint, though, Elise took out Silke. Only 2 positions get points on the category 4 for the women. If this was a men's race, there would only be 1 point available. I like this better. I like this better. More competition then for the lesser climbs. Definitely prefer that. We'll get back to the route here. Okay, I think do I just need to close that down? Yeah, just close that down. 10-second gap. Rinbeek's trying to get back on again. Maud's moving her way up. It's 40 seconds behind them to the main peloton, GC peloton. We've got 48 riders, including Sarah Gigante here, the Australian. 21st overall. Probably what you would call a GC contender in this group that's pretty far back right now. They are currently 1 minute 30 seconds behind the GC peloton. Now, there were some crashes, and when I say crash, more of a lot of riders putting their feet down and getting delayed. I think that's what's been going on here. 10 riders off the back still. And some of these riders were in crashes earlier. So quite a few gaps now. They're 5 minutes behind overall at this point. Jump into the chat, guys. So Stuart's back. I gotta have a drink, guys. Gotta keep fueled. Okay, Stuart's in. Stuart, triathlete coach, and was talking about Imogen Wolf yesterday. Hope she has a great tour. Dream, I like the men's to go to 2 weeks only. Oh, you want to see it reduced? Yeah, I can never see that happening. I don't think we'll ever be less than 21 stages ever again. Okay, we do have an attack going off the front here out of the GC Peloton. I think this is a Cofidis rider. Just trying to figure this out here. I actually saw a good question a few days ago, and I'm surprised they didn't know it. It was commentators at the men's tour, and they asked about what if they had multiple stages in one day. And they were both kind of like, well, yeah, that was forever ago. And in my head, I'm going, no. The women had multiple stages last year. Was it last year? Yeah, I think at the FEMMES. Yeah, they did. They did a stage where they did I think they did a 70K road race. And then they had a very short, I think it was a 6.5 or 7 kilometer individual time trial in the afternoon. So the women are doing it as a 2024. The men used to do it, and they didn't know this either. The men were doing it even in the 80s. So if you remember I don't know which year it was in the 80s, probably like 87, 88. No, actually sooner. Alex Steeda, Canadian, was the first North American to ever wear a yellow jersey at the Tour de France. People like to say Greg LeMond. No, it was Alex Steeda, Canadian. The thing is, he only held it for half a day. So they had a stage in the morning, and I don't know a lot of details on it, but he won it. In the afternoon, it was taken away because they had a stage race, a classical stage race, a shorter one, and they did a time trial later in the day. Might have been a team time trial. We're taking a good... Ooh, Silky dropped she dropped her chain, and wow, it just jumped its way back on. Full replay of it. I think it's back on. Hopefully she didn't get dropped there. Seeing that happen on a replay, guys. Let me see. Oh, she's still there. Her entire chain dropped off. One pedal revolution, she jumped it right back on. So these two are working together. I'm sure they'll be fighting. It's going to be a lot of downhill coming up here to the next climb. So fast descent. Not going to be overly steep, I would imagine. 3-4% gradients. Then we jump into our next Category 4 climb. Seeing another replay here. Attack off the front. Trying to figure out who this is. Give me a second. Pre-dawn, California. Okay, Robert. Allison, Action Jackson, working on the front for who? Yeah, good question. I'll figure that out here soon. This dude here, Pre-dawn, California, up early. I love it. So here for me, it is currently 6:23 in the morning, and I think I got out of bed at 3:23 to do this today. I love the Tour de France, love cycling. This is just going to be my routine now, guys. It's just really weird because at 7 o'clock at night, I'm like, how long? I got to go to bed. Actually, I just stay upstairs. I just need quiet time. We got Manolo Granieri here asking for the classification. Dude, you want to see the GC classification? We can do that. Overall right now, GC after stage 1, that was Vans to Plumelec. We've only had one stage so far. Marianne Vos, the legend, first place. KLCP, Kim here, second place. Pauline Ferrand Privot, third place. Kasia Niewiadoma, last year's winner, fourth. Demi Vollering, odds-on betting favorite for this year, fifth place. Puck Peters here, sixth place. Just take a look at Puck here. Yeah, so they're rocking different jerseys. I thought they were more of a greenish jersey. Maybe Dream can let me know. I swear they were wearing that at the Giro. Janssen. That's a name, isn't it? That is a name right there. I need a Dutch friend here to help me out right now. I'm going with just Paulinia. We'll do that for now. And 10th place overall is Georgie here. Georgie. Pfeiffer Georgie. I like her name. Okay, so yeah, Shabby was first there. Here's a good one. Here is a question from some viewer, answered by the bot probably. I find the questions are always answered by a bot. 26 different countries are represented, and this doesn't shock me. When I look at all the riders who, again guys, up front, I don't know the majority of them. I know the big names. Dutch, I was going to say. It seems every second rider is Dutch. There's 34 Dutch riders here out of 154, so 20% of the riders are Dutch. French 24, Italian 16. The race welcomes 2 new countries for the first time. First time, really? Ireland with Lara Gillespie, Fiona Mangan, and Mia Griffin, and Serbia with Elena Eric. Oh, I saw her name earlier. I saw the name Eric earlier. 15 seconds back to... Oh, look at this. There's been a rider come up. This was the rider that was attacking earlier. Maeva Squibin from France, UAE Team ADQ. Not XRG, Colin. Please don't say XRG. So there was 3 in the front group up the last climb. Maud got dropped from the group really quick. I don't think she was really competing for the points anyways. Front of the Peloton is on fire right now. We're going hard now. Probably because we got some time bonuses coming up. Visma's on the front. Liv's up there. UnoX. Movistar team on the far right. We got 2 riders off the front. We've got 2 chasers. And one of those chasers is this Maver from UAE team that bridged her way up to Maud. So we got 2 chasers 14 seconds back. It's only 12 seconds to the Peloton from them. So they've got the entire Peloton breathing down their necks. That gives us about 30 seconds on the front 2. There's a big chunk of riders 1 minute 15 seconds behind the GC Peloton. 20 riders back here. Just going to quickly have a gander here. Kristen Faulkner still back there. She may not be getting back on, guys. She may have lost a ton of time today. She did have a crash earlier. I don't know how bad it was. Then we've got a group of 5 riders. Another minute 30 back. And finally, we got 10 riders off the back of the race here who are struggling back there. They're almost 6 minutes behind the leaders today. In the chat. Champagne on the final day, kind of stupid tradition, and would rather not see kids on the podium. Could skip the podium speeches to get off my lawn. Yeah, I could skip the whole champagne thing too. Just have it be a race. Let's have all-out racing on the last day. I think I brought it up in the men's race. There was a race. Mikel Landa. It's got to be at least 10 years back now. It was something like he was 8 or 10 seconds behind at the end of stage 20. And people were talking like, well, is he? He didn't even try. It was like he stuck to tradition. I'd be trying. I'd be like, screw the tradition. Let's go. It's a race. Just my guess from what I've learned about women's racing over the last short little while here. If it was the women's race, they would be fighting they'd be fighting over 8 seconds on the final day. They wouldn't, well, no, we can't do that. We just can't. Some of the rules I like from the past and some I don't. Right here, Dream. Yeah, Fenix changed their kit just like FDJ, S-Works, Visma for TDF. Yeah, so I think the Fenix team, and I like it. Dream, let me know. I think it's like a greeny color. Maybe it's a gray greeny almost. It's kind of like the AG2R riders from Tour de France. I actually like their brown shorts. Just different. I like the brown shorts. Fenix is in that nice rusty orange. They should have matching helmets. Yep, for this one, I think generally the green color. Getting through the chat, guys. Oh, wow. Tour de France Women's is a great showcase when they were acquired by the men's TDF starting this year, so they start showcasing new kits on TDF. Okay, gotcha, Dream. Yeah, I like that too. The men do it too. A few years back, Mathieu van der Poel's team paid tradition to the Mercier team that his grandfather, Raymond Poulador, the famous Poo-Poo. Okay, guys, I'm trying to see what's going on here. Looks like we got 3 riders attacking this climb now. 3 riders on the climb. Elise is going hard already. So, wow. This rider here did bridge across. And we got more riders down at the back. Down, but back up quickly. I see a Sudal rider pushing. Yep. It was a Sudal rider pushing Kim up. So the Sudal rider thought about her team leader first and got her going right away. Gave her the mechanic style push, 2 hands on the back of the saddle / butt there to get Kim back up. Looks like it was a very slow speed crash where the road is too narrow for all the riders. They're going uphill. They put their feet down. I don't think anyone actually hit the ground there. 4 riders at the front. Oh, sorry, I have that on, guys. I always forget that. And it looks like they're just getting to the point now. You can see it here. That's our 3rd group on the road. Kim will be just dangling off the back of this group somewhere. That Sudal rider that pushed her just kind of sacrificed herself to get her back up there. I'm watching her right now. She's right on the back of the Peloton. She got up so fast. I can see her national champions jersey, which does look like the world's champion jersey. And what is this saying here? 5 kilometers to head of the course here. Not sure what that sign was for there. Oh, the sign we just saw will be the 5-kilometer banner for the second time around. We're going to go around here. We're going to do a loop. We're doing a clockwise loop. So we're going to pass through the finish line coming up. Then we got the bonus time. I think they're going to be really interested in this bonus time. If any of the front end gets the bonus time, I'll do this, guys. Take a look at the front end. Yellow jersey. If they get 52.59 to 52.53, there's 6 seconds available. Ooh, here we go again. I'm watching the... I'll keep that there. It's Elise and Silke Smolders going for it again. I'm going to say Elise got it. So close with Silke, though. They're very evenly matched. Just a matter of timing there. So I think Elise got it again. She's going hard after the polka dot jersey. So those bonus times at this bonus time point on the stage could change the entire GC. It's so close at the top. It's only 6 seconds between first and third place. 2 Visma riders sandwiched in there with Kim, who was the rider that was off the back. She's probably working her way up through the Peloton right now. I'll get you back here. We're going to vote for that. Yeah, so Shabby got the 2. Yeah, they're really quick on the points here now. I like that. So they do have there's 3 riders here. Really impressed with this rider here. She left the main Peloton, bridged up to Maud for Volker Vessels, I think it was, and left her and vaulted her way right to the front. She's back with them right now. Strong UAE rider here. You know, able to bridge across 2 gaps and get on the front. It's 36 seconds back to the Peloton. Downhill, but it's still rolling through here all the way, guys. Super lumpy stage. DiBiase's asking, is Cecile Utrecht Ludwig riding the Tour de France? She's the only femme rider I know of so far. Ludwig is in on Canyon. Dude, there's probably a lot of names you know, DiBiase, that you just kind of forget offhand. Like Marianne Voss, Pauline, Demi, Kasia, Lucinda. Yeah, lots of names you've probably heard of just because we never see enough women cycling, do we? Guys, we're at 84. 84 people watching. Likes, we're at 1. I know it's higher than that. You guys can probably see what the likes are. I can't see them, and that's okay. But if you can, like the video so more people will see my coverage tomorrow. 90 people watching. Oh, it's so close, folks. It's so close. I'd be really happy with that today. When I started doing these for the men, I was like, oh, I got 50 people watching me. I was like just blown out of the water. And day 1, when I turned my stream off, I was like, 33,000 people watched this? Just like absolutely shocked me. And it's going to be kind of weird today because I'm like, oh, this is the last day I do the men's Tour de France. It's over. It's kind of weird to me right now. So I've done every stage of the men's Tour de France. It's all there. Yeah. You can go back and relive it. I don't know, whatever. Yep, so Ant's here. Mr. DiBiase's thanking Dream. Why don't they just separate the courses for the speciality? I know I'm new to this, but it seems that people good at climbing don't care much on sprint stages and vice versa. Dude, I guess it's just, you got to write it all. There's climbers that just get slaughtered in the time trials. There's time trialists that get slaughtered in the hills. I think the hardest thing for the tours is trying to make a route that's fair to everyone. If you're a big, powerful time trialist, you're not going to be a good... Well, that's not always true. You could be a good climber as well. I guess it's to see who's the best overall rider. Wow, that's pretty cool. They're inland, and there's a boat, kind of at like a restaurant or something, on top of the building. Bonus coming up here right away, guys. Saying 5 kilometers there. We're probably not even that far away. So 6:4 and 2 seconds will be reduced off your time through this yellow bonus stage coming up right here. You'll see it on. Does it appear on the map? Yes, it does. We're at the bottom of the screen here, folks. So ignore the checkered flag here. That's for the next time around. We're going to have to go up the same climb again. Sorry about the dead time, folks. I don't like doing that. Robert, modern components don't seem to be getting more reliable, lighter, more speeds, but less reliable. What's up with that? Yeah, battery breakdowns. I'm sure during the men's tour I've seen at least a couple times where they've lost shifting due to their batteries being dead in the battery packs. I know, guys, not e-bikes. It's all electronic shifting now. I saw Demi talking about, she must be sponsored by them, talking about how much she loves the Shimano system. She goes, when you touch that button, it's instant. Head of the course here. I think these two... Oh, sorry guys, I'm on the wrong spot. No, I'm not. We've got a little ways to go here. Seems like there's a bit of attack going on there. It's the UAE rider pushing really hard on the front. Elise had to react, and Silke's now getting back on. It's actually, yeah, they're riding through an 11% chunk right now. Let me jump you back here. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit. You can see there's a bit of a climb here. 10-11% through here. So don't consider this flat at all. Yeah, so this is just a big lump in the middle of the course here. Slightly delayed, 11% gradients. With the UAE rider pushing on the front here. Looks like Elise is back up there now. Yeah, it's a bit of a wall. I'm looking downhill here at the Peloton, and you can actually see it. Usually the camera does not show you the climb. You can see it here. EF on the front, 2 riders up front there. Let me get as live as I can. I am as live as I can get right now. It actually kicks up to 12%. So I think they're going to try to pull those 3 back before that time bonus. They've got a 40-second gap. And I'm going to read here. Oh, check this out. Blue Lorries here. I live close to the finishing line. Thank you for covering this event from so far away. Yeah, Blue Lorries, thank you for being here, guys. I think we almost got close to 100 before. The men's stage is going to be probably gigantic today, I would assume. It's not a huge hill climb stage, but it's the final stage. People want to see it. It's a new version of the final stage. Ooh, lots of discussions here with the 3 ladies at the front. Elise, a lot of this over to the UAE rider. She's saying something like, come on, do something, work. A lot of that going on. Other riders taking a drink. She's probably been told, no, I can't work anymore. I just have to come up here and sit on your wheel. I'd love to be a fly on the wall here in those conversations. Front of the Peloton right now, that famous Italian jersey of Longo Borghini. Yeah, Blue Lorries, thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I'm in Alberta, Canada. Far, far away. I'm hoping to come to France next year. Me and Joey Jojo, my wife, who's up there, I'm down here, are discussing it. And I thought I would do this from France and watch the tour go by. Dream. It just happened last week in women's where Zoe Baxted won GC, Normal race to TT later on that same day. Yeah, the women still do it. And so I was, you know what? Honestly, the two commentators I saw talking about it are super educated. One's an ex-pro that they didn't know this. So, because guys, I kind of thought, well, what do I know about women's cycling? I'm just being honest. I will always be brutally honest and authentic with you. I was like, can I do this? Do I know enough? Yeah, I do. I do know enough, considering when those guys who are paid to do this didn't know that. I knew that from last year. They obviously didn't watch women's racing last year because it was at Tour de France FEMMES last year. And that they didn't remember from the 80s. I'm older than they are. Well, I'm older than one of them. And I remember that. Alex Stida, yellow jersey in the morning, gone by the afternoon. I can't remember if it was, I think it was road race, short, team time trial in the afternoon. First Canadian, first North American to wear the yellow jersey. He's still involved with cycling here. So yeah, just last week, Zoe Backstedt, her dad, what a superstar. And she is too. I love Magnus Backstedt because he's a big dude. He is a full-size guy, if you get my drift. Full-size man, wins races. Got over some huge climbs. Peloton's getting hot and heavy now, guys. We still got our 3 riders up front. Looks like they're going to get the bonus points, bonus time. But the Peloton's chasing. When you see them on video, it's like they're hunting them down. They're not going to get them now. It's 37-second gap. We got these 3 riding hard up front. Silke Smolders on the front. Elise Chabet and Meva. Hope I'm saying the right. UAE rider second. And we got a crash down behind, guys. Looks like someone went right through the barriers. Who is this here? She's trying to fight her chain back on right now. It looks like I can see, I was going to say Australian bands. I can see Australian bands on her jersey here. I just missed her name. So we got a rider at the back. Pretty technical through this town here. And the Peloton is going all out. I think they've left it too late. But they're attacking like this is the finish line. It's not. And I think they're kind of putting themselves in a little bit of risk here when the time bonuses are going to be absorbed by those front 3. I think they need to dial it down. Dial it down. If I was the DS is seeing a 37-second lead, if that's correct, I'd be like, yeah, slow it down, guys. Slow it down. You're going to crash. Now, the 3 in the break, they are climbing here. Slightly delayed, guys. They're through it now, though. They've taken those points. Why is the Peloton chasing like it's the end of the race? Obviously, we saw riders crash. I guess they're thinking maybe we got to get moving now to bring these 3 back. Could be that, too. Off the front. Okay, this looks like that. It looks like Franziska again to me. I think this is Franziska Koch again. German jersey for Picnic Post-NL. She's driving the front super hard right now. Movistar's there. Visma's there. So those time bonuses are gone. Not showing up yet. And I hope this is a replay because that Australian rider is still standing there. So let's see who that is. It's a UAE rider, Australian. UAE Team ADQ. It looks like it's Chapman here. That's who it must be. Brody Chapman here. So she crashed. She was through some barriers. There must have been a left-hand bend, and she was laying outside the barriers. I don't think she's hurt at all, but she just, she's lost a minute and a half already. Probably a bunch of team cars there. They can't get a car to her. She's waiting on a bike. Just take a neutral service. Take a neutral service bike. Okay. Those front 3 have a 26-second gap. So that's probably where we're at right now. More attacks going off the front here. Visma reacting. It looks like Pauline's reacting to attack here over the top. Slightly delayed, remember. So 2 riders off the front there. There's a chasing group at 18 seconds. This is them here. It is Kasia and it is Pauline. I didn't know it was Kasia, but that's Pauline at the front. These 2 are off the front right now. Chasing 18 seconds back. So I can tell Pauline by her hair and just the build of her body. Very, very lean rider. So I am using their hair to identify some of them, if you can believe that. Cash and Neodoma is right up there as well. They have an instant gap. They quickly got a 10-second gap. Demi, let's go. Marianne, let's go. What's going to happen here? How do they play this, guys? Ooh, replay back there. There was a rider who did a massive bunny hop to avoid crashing. So I can see the Peloton. Pauline's working here on the front. Cash is with her. Let's see how this plays out. How do you react to this? Does Pauline slow down? Not to drag Kasia away. Okay. Yeah, Dream, great knowledge. Robert, good knowledge, Dream. Zoe has that fun video of a cyclist course through her house and yard with her dad. Dream saying Pauline Reusser. Pauline Reusser. Oh, I think that's that rider who I could just not say her name. Okay, guys, lots of comments here. I think this is a dude from California. Compelling narrative and high functioning community here. Thank you for letting me join in. Dude, you're welcome anytime. Please come back. Remember, we've got 7 more stages after today. Kasia took a little bit of a high-speed wobble through the corner. Her back wheel just skipped out. Remember, that could have been like instant down. Peloton is absolutely screaming right now, guys. Screaming. They're trying to start pulling them back now. They're now showing a replay of Kasia's high-speed wiggly jiggly, whatever you want to call it. It's through a corner. I think where different road surfaces are meeting, her whole back wheel skipped out. A lot of looking back. Kasia's looking right back at Pauline. Pauline's looking back at Kasia. Peloton, I would say, is only a couple seconds off them. I don't think this gap, they're saying it's 6, it's not 6. The front 3 are still out there though, guys. The front 3 are still going. Let's take a look at the map again. They're going to do this loop again. So they're on the loop, clockwise loop, attaches them back onto the main course. They will climb that Cat 4 again, which is kind of a tough little Cat 4. 1.1 kilometers at just under 6% gradient. Total classics types hill. Like explosive power required for these. Okay, 11 seconds back to that group of 2. 2 GC contenders are only 11 seconds back. Looks like the Peloton just caught them though. Things are getting refreshed on the fly. Because when I was looking at it, it said a 6-second gap. I thought it was maybe a 1-second gap. Here's Brody. Yeah. This is the rider that I saw down on the side of the road, as they're calling this group. Kristen Faulkner still back here, so maybe she's working her way up. But Kristen Faulkner right now is 1 minute 30 seconds behind the front end, the tip of the spear. We have a group of 10 riders that are 9 minutes back right now. So everything's all over the place today, guys. Excuse me. Yeah, here's the Peloton actually bringing these 2 back. I wonder what the DS would have been saying there to Pauline. Like, Pauline, dial it back a bit. We don't want Kasia being pulled away. Bring her back. EF on the front. Longoborghini always present there. All the Pelotons back together right now. We got 3 riders out front. Okay, let me jump in the chat, guys. Anthony's asking, are trans women allowed to compete here? I don't think so, dude. Oh, Dream saying I haven't seen that video. I'm going to look for that too. Oh, dude, I love this question here. This guy here, Weddy. Can someone comment to this dude? What are you silently talking about the video? Silently? I talk loud about the video. You don't open for you, and what will we see you look like? A lice. I think you mean live, but I might look like a lice. Thank you very much. So apparently, guys, I'll go this. I'm sure he meant live. Dudes, I can't show you the video live. I can show you what's allowed. If you go watch those other videos. Okay, guys, let's watch this then. Here's what I can show you. All this stuff is shareable. First time through here across. Yeah, this is into Quimper. This is the first time. Everyone looks safe around that bend there. First line crossing Quimper, still 40 seconds gap between the leading Shrew and Peloton. I think that's came down a little bit now. Yep, there was an attack by Kasia Niewiadoma and Pauline Ferrand-Prévot. That's been called off now. Ooh, take a look at this. 3 riders up front. 3-second gap to P. Ooh, R. Rian maybe? Yeah, I'm going to say Rian Marcus from the Netherlands, Lidl Trek. Where's Evan? He always loves Lidl Trek. Peloton's a further 20 seconds behind that rider. Just looking at this, looks like I can't tell if this is Kim here or Lottie. Those jerseys are so similar. Let me get through the chat, guys. I want to get caught up in the chat first before I keep moving on here. Robert's saying there's a cyclocross race in SoCal that goes through a living room. I've seen some of those videos. I just didn't know what they were. Dream, I agree. Women will fight more. Okay, good. There's just so little race to compare to men, so they have to perform with maybe 1/3 of them auditioning for another contract. Okay. Well, guys, if we keep doing the coverage, get more viewers here, people see my videos, they've got something to watch, something to be involved with. I think people really like being involved. Talking about the racing. Yeah, right now I can see the 3 up front, and the Lidl Trek rider is just powering her way up to them. Lidl Trek on the move today, guys. Elise Chabet looking back, seeing her coming now. Yeah, so guys, streaming video of this. I'm not here to break copyright. I'm not going to violate it. I had 2 at the very beginning of the tour. One was for a tiny little jingle. And I was like, what? It's that Tour de France jingle you hear. And one was for, I showed a replay of a race video that's available on YouTube to watch from 5 years ago. So I had to edit that all out. I was editing that all out as I was at a rodeo watching the Chuck Wagon races in Calgary at the Calgary Stampede, live on location. I'm like, are you kidding me? Really stressed me out. Okay, so it is Lottie Kopecky back here. That's who we were looking at. SD Works, okay, that's right. 4 riders on the front right now. 29-second gap. Time to get going, Peloton. Time to get going. Time to dial this back. What are they going to do? You know, guys, I will always give my bias, though, to the breakaway. Always. I don't want to do anything that's biased about cycling. I'm not going to be rooting too much, but I always root for the breakaway. It's just how it is. 48 likes now. Thanks, Drew. We're at 91 watching right now. I know it's Sunday. I know it's early. Get in here, folks. Jump in. Share this. I think one of the Tour de France videos for the men's side, a dude jumped in and said his friend, it was Lawn Chick 22. I remember that name distinctly. She shared with him, hey, dude, check this video out. Check him out. Check out the live commentary. Get involved, guys. Okay, Dream saying they can't separate for speciality. No one will watch the sprinters law, just the last 2 kilometers. 96 watch it. Guys, we're so close to that goal today. Love it. Let's get it. And I was happy with the views yesterday. I kind of know they're going to be down a little bit. I think some of the stuff, I think we can grow this for the women here. And I want to be part of that. And I love learning about all the new cyclists. Later on today, I'll be watching more stuff. I've got Roller magazine here, digital copies of it. Learning about all the women riders. Yeah, that Live bike looks spectacular. I love it. And okay, so I'm just going to catch up, guys. Wouldn't be surprised if all mechanical rim brake bikes make a comeback. No batteries, no fluids, simplicity. Any Rivendell fans? Rivendell? Like Lord of the Rings Rivendell? Or what are we talking about here? Was that a typo? 108 watching. Dudes, thank you so much. We made it. We made it. Like the video if you can. A few days ago, I had all these people jump in. My best video ever was because they're, how do I put it nicely? The stream that they were watching that was copyright infringement stream, I believe, got shut down. And because people liked the video, my video was the next one to watch. So they could follow along. Yes, they're not getting full video, but they can all join in the chat and cheer on their favorite riders. Visma working hard at the front right now, guys. Gaps down to 16 seconds. Peloton's closing in now, guys. They know they need to dial them back now. uphill drag all the way. It's going to be a false flatty uphill drag starting soon. They're on quite a good little descent here. You can't tell, but it's saying 7 to 10%. They're in the bottom of it now. Now they're starting to climb. It's probably going to be 2 to 3% in this climb. Could actually be more. It's very deceptive here. 4 riders on the front. Tactically, why did the Peloton let go of Shabby? FDJ will no longer work on the Peloton. So Shabby is scamming her 2 companions to work with her. Okay. Yeah, FDJ is not going to chase now because they've got a rider up front. They've got the polka dot jersey up front. So meaning the other riders are going to have to work. FDJ can just kind of hang back. I think that's what Dream's saying here. Ooh, Drew's saying 2025 Tour de France course. They traveled 1,000 kilometers in buses. So that's for the men? Yeah, like even yesterday. Remember the men started super early yesterday. I was up at 3 o'clock yesterday morning. They want to get done so that they can get on those buses and transfer. It was the biggest transfer of the tour was yesterday. I don't know how long it was, but I just guessed it would be 4 to 6 hours in the bus to try to get to your hotel. You know, what kind of hotel are you going to get? It's only a couple 100-meter gap, guys. So 14.4 kilometers to go for the 4 up front. Peloton 17 seconds back. Chasing group is, wow, minute 46 back to this group here. Big names here. Allison Jackson's in that group. Where is Faulkner? I think she's further back still. This group here probably. I think there's some big names losing. Yeah, here she is, Kristen Faulkner right here. Visma rider off the side of the road by herself. Oh, it's Eva. Eva van Agd. AGT. No idea how you say that. She's just drifted back off the Peloton. Not sure if she just pulled out. She took her pull and just hit the brakes. 17 seconds still. Let's take a look at the map again. Show you where we are. So we're doing a loop now. We're doing the loop around. Time bonus has been taken. Group 5 back here. Back of the race. 10 minutes. They're 10 minutes down. Just in one stage. Group 4. I can't actually see them. Oh, group 4 is here. This should be the Kristen Faulkner group. Yep. Here she is, Kristen Faulkner. 76 overall. She's already 4 minutes down. Group 3. Okay, top of the map. It always does that. Group 3 here. They're 2 minutes 18 from the group ahead of them. Here's the Peloton hunting them down right now. I'm going to jump back to this mode here. Visma at the front, smashing it, folks. Visma's smashing it at the front right now. 10 seconds. Here we go, folks. Lorena Vibes grabbing a bottle from the side of the road there. Such a distinctive rider to see. Like, I would say, here's mine. Lorena Vibes, Ben Healy. The 2 most easily to identify riders out there. 1, she's all in white. 2, he's all in pink. But just the way they ride. Put them in a different jersey, I would know who they were. Like, from a helicopter, I would know. Okay. Ooh, wow. Busy, guys. Busy in the chat. Things are starting to get busy here for me. It's nothing like my other chat, but wow. Try to catch up, guys. And we've got 13.4 kilometers to go. Yeah, Brody Chapman Cash. Yeah, I saw that earlier. Average speed, 40 kilometers an hour right now. Not slackers. Absolutely not. Guys, jump on your bike later today and see if you can ride 40k an hour for 20 minutes. I bet you can't. Unless you're in really good... Okay, watching the replay here, the Peloton is on them right now. Saying 5 seconds. Elise pulls over. She's like, yeah, we're caught. I'd say that's more like 2 or 3 seconds I'm seeing on screen. It's on an uphill drag right now, 3% uphill. You can see that here, now 5%. So they're caught. Dream saying FDJ would chase those 2. They won't let Pauline and Cassius. Yeah, exactly. I think Visma might have said, hey, just shut her down. It's going to be too tough here at the front end. My FEMMES faves from Drew here. Demi, Puck, Pauline, and Cassia, who married a Finney. That is Davis Finney's son. That's correct. Taylor Finney, who, to me, he retired from cycling too young. I mean, these guys can do whatever they want. I just thought he had a lot more to give in cycling, but obviously it wasn't his thing. I think he went into the arts. I think he's either doing music or actually art. That's his thing now. Obviously his dad, Davis Finney, and yeah, guys, please help me. His wife, super famous. Is it Connie? Connie, super famous female cyclist. Looking at the Fennec, DeCournig jersey here. Yeah, nice orange color here for this race. Alpecin on their bibs as well. Lives in Boulder. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. And Alan here. What were the organizers smoking when they set this route for today's men's final? Okay, for the men's final. Guys, better say your prayers now for the safety of riders, organizers, spectators. Ooh, it's JR, Eugene, here from Latvia. Hey, yesterday was a fab start of the FEM. Beautiful sprint. Yeah, dude, thanks for joining up to watch the women here. Guys, the only way we're going to get more coverage of women's racing and get it to the same, I don't know, level of respect that the men get, pay, there needs to be more coverage, we need to see more involvement with it, independent stuff. I'm trying to be independent. Yeah, Kasia married Taylor Finney, lives in Boulder, I think. Sheila Newman here. Sheila, I know you've been around a lot. Thanks for coming back. Great supporter of the channel. I have the Flow Bikes video now, sound off, and then your commentary on it. Loving it. Thank you, Sheila. Yeah, I just want to do it my way, guys. I've listened to a lot of commentary, and after a while I get sick of it. It's just the same thing every time. Green jersey, there's Demi at the front. Guys, I'll get better with the riders every day. 11.2 kilometers to finish. Second Peloton is 3 minutes back. 3 minutes back here. Then it's another... Well, they're saying both gaps are 3 minutes and 17 seconds. So there's 3 Pelotons out there right now. One is 6 minutes and 35 seconds back. The back of the Peloton, which does consist of 10 riders here, they are currently losing 11 minutes today alone. So I think we're going to see a very elite front end group here with a lot of riders losing a lot of time early on. Super tough stage, guys. Over 2,000 meters of climbing today. I know it looks flat. It's not flat. The climbs aren't even that hard. Even an old dude like me, who's nowhere near as good as these women are at cycling, I can get over these climbs inside. But it rolled all day. That's the worst kind of course for me. When it's just up and down all day long, even if it's only like, I don't know, 40 or 50K, it just seems like you're never resting. Or maybe it's the break in the rhythm. I would rather do a 1,000-meter climb over 8 miles because I can just get into my grind mode and I can grind my way up. Canadian flags flying. I think I just saw the British Columbian provincial flag there. There's a fan on the side of the road from British Columbia. Off the front here now, a rider's trying to go right now. Mavi Garcia for Liv Alula Jaco. So one rider has just snuck off the front here. They're not going to let her get too far, out to 11 seconds. Okay, Evan Barron says he's right here. I actually asked where he was earlier. The best baker in Boulder 1970s was Gerard's. I was the pastry chef. Ooh. In the summer of 1978, Davis came in, Connie Carpenter. Is that her name? While I was baking. Okay, cool. Connie says, we just want to tell you how much we love your strawberry tarts. Everyone loves strawberry tarts. I had my strawberry tart cookies yesterday. Oh, so the shop staff came back to fetch them. Okay, I got you, Drew. Abigail here is cheering on Poggy. Abigail, Jeffrey, cheering on Poggy too. We are watching Tour de France FEMMES right now. This stream will end in a little bit. Allow me to get some time here to jump outside. It's 7:04 in the morning for me, guys. I've been up since 3:20 something. The men's stage starts at my time, I think 10 after 8. So once this is done, I've got like a little tiny window to zip outside, feed the outside animals, and then get my fresh coffee. Drew Schaefer here. Drew, were you asking where Benny was? That is the best ever. Drew, dude, that's the best comment today. Dude, yeah, obviously that's a joke. Where's Benny? I love it. Rivendell Bicycle Works. So old school, it's almost preschool. Retro Grouch Tech. Beautiful bicycles, legend. We had one in Calgary called Vita Sport. One old dude worked there. He probably was a legend in his day. I bought my Zeus track bike there probably back in 1989, 1990, a bike that I so regret getting rid of. It had it was track bike, so it doesn't have a ton of components on it, but it was equipped with Zeus components. It was a coppery color, beautiful bike. It smelled moldy in there and damp, but he'd have bikes in there. He'd have like a Beneteau on there he'd be working on. It had all the coolest Italian bikes back in the day. Love going in there. Men's, lots of transfers, I guess 2 times more than most years. Yeah, we could laugh over that one. I love it. Where's Benny? Met Connie at an event once. Yacked a few seconds. Nice lady. Davis was just starting his decline. Yeah, that's right. I remember the 84 Olympics, Connie versus... Yeah, those are names I know. Rebecca Twigg. For EF, Faulkner's Jackson is their leaders, but Carabal is their GC contender. She's a top climber and the best descender. They just got her from Saratizit this year. Okay, that's good to know. 7.1 kilometers remaining. We will be starting that climb again right away. That's where it's all going to go off, folks. If you're not over the top here, if you're not in the front group here, you're out the back. That's it. What's going on here? Here is a Liv Alula rider. Trying to figure out who this is. I don't know if they're off the front or off the back. I'm not seeing cars. She's descending right now. Let me just figure this out, guys. Okay, there is the race director's car. So it must be off the back. No, we have one rider off the front. It's still Mavi Garcia here. So she's out front, 83rd overall, Liv Alula Jaco. Best looking bike paint in the race. 20-second gap. Expect it to be lit up, guys. Expect a Watts Fest. Mother of all bombs. Watts Apocalypse coming up because the Peloton's going to have to pull back 20 seconds on her right away. She's getting ready to start the final climb of the day. I can see that on the map there. Yeah, they're coming to her right now, guys. So it's a typical, what I would call Belgian classic type climb. Category 4, 1.1 kilometers, 5.7% gradient. It's steeper than that. I think this is the one where we saw 12, 13% gradients earlier. Let's just keep a look here with the bubbles for now. Dream's back here. Yes, remember the name. Cédrine Kerbol. She's French, and on stage 7, the finish is like the 15-kilometer cent. Okay. Yeah, there's some great stages coming up, guys. There's some huge climbing. Reminds me of classic style Tour de France from the men from yesteryears. More flattish at the beginning, traditional type stages, and then all the climbing at the end. One rider here, cyclocrossing in the grass beside Marianne Vos. Nice descent here. Climb starting right away. I'll see when I see the marker for it. Pretty sketchy, skinny roads here. Here's the climb point. 1.1 kilometers to the climb. Roads are very skinny. This is probably why I kept seeing lots of riders putting their feet down. Just too many riders and too skinny of a road. Do you think Demi will go for the yellow? This is JR. I think she's 6 seconds out of... No, she's in 5th place overall right now. There is a time bonus. Dream here. JR, I think not. It's a sprint finish, so Voss might keep yellow even if Voss doesn't win the stage. That's correct. There will be time bonuses. Voss has a pretty decent sprint from what I saw yesterday. Kim might be up there. I think she's back in this group here. We do have another rider off the front. It is an FDJ rider, and instant attack back on that rider there. Looks like Uno X here. Is that Uno X? It looks like Uno X. Norwegian flag, yellow helmets, which I believe is UNOX here. Movistar riders there as well. Okay, I can already see Lorena. I already see her on the left-hand side. Yeah, she's got bigger shoulders than I do. Lidl Trek rider struggling off the back. Drafting off motos is too big a problem, both men's and women's. The girl was mugging for the camera while she was getting pulled along there. JR, Dream Team makes sense, but I don't think Voss is going to win this year. To me, she is now just after the fun. Anyone can win. Green jersey. Demi's at the very front right now. She's riding right on Elise's wheel. That's a teammate of hers. Is that correct, guys? That is a teammate of hers. I know it is. Yeah, so Demi's at the front with Elise. Got a teammate right there with her. Mavi Garcia is through the climb. We won't actually. I don't think we get climb points here. I think I'm kind of seeing two. Maybe there is climb points there. If I go back here, let's see if it lights up again. Yeah, there is climb points there. Saying here on the map there is. So we would have had climb points earlier, and we're having more. Let me just zoom out here, guys. We're getting close to the finish here. Yeah, we had the first ascent of it. We got points. We got the bonus seconds. UNOX rider going up with the Lidl Trek rider here. They almost touched on that start of that climb there. So many national champs jerseys and also world champ jersey there. Really hard to figure out who's who. 4.3 kilometers to go. She's got a 14-second lead. So yeah, there's points the second time around as well. Jumping back here. Still average speed over 40.2 kilometers an hour. Again, just jump on a bike. You can see some of the riders at the back. They're losing huge amounts of time today. Huge. They are now 13 minutes off the back, those 10 riders. Lotte Kopecky here. Lottie Kopecky, I think I said Lotto. She's off the back, guys. And she did say before the race that she will not be competing for GC this year. She's struggling to keep up with the Peloton. Elise Chabe at the front. Demi Vollering on her left shoulder. We are over the top. I'm going to go back to this mode here just so I can see the finish better. So this is live. Over the top. The Peloton's over the top. Lidl Trek on the front right now driving. Elise Chabe chasing hard. Peloton is really, really strong out. Demi Vollering sitting back in about 7th or 8th place at the moment. Mavi Garcia still out front. Is it possible for her to hold them off? She's got a 12-second gap. She has 3 kilometers to go. I'm going to say no. Once the Peloton really puts the power down. Once they start dropping watt bombs, all part of the Watts Fest. Group 2 don't seem to be closing on this climb. Will they descend faster from Drew? They're pulling her back now. So over that climb, Mavi Garcia got the points, but Elise Chabe was super smart for FDJ. She snagged the 1 remaining point. She will retain the polka dot jersey. She went into the stage with it. She walks out of the stage with it, back on the podium today. Yellow jersey, about 5th place right now. That's Marianne Voss. 13-second gap there. I don't think it's even that. Yes, it's a 13-second gap. She has 2.3 kilometers to go. And you'd think they have the horsepower back here to catch back on. That last corner, I'm looking there, kind of caught quite a few riders out. They scrubbed off a lot of speed. Can she hold on, guys? 12-second gap. There is a bit of a wall at the end, too. Small wall at the end. I'm going to try to zoom in here. Yeah, you can see there's a couple of bumps. A little bump, flattens, and the last little kick up at the end. Light winds, average speed, 40.4 km an hour. So we're actually speeding up as we get closer to the finish. Awesome stuff, guys. Right around 100 people watching. That's exactly what I wanted. Thank you so much. Robert always calls her lol evil Vibes. She's really good, though. She's really good. I'll give her credit for that. Dream saying back here, dang, Vibes will win, lol. So in the world of women's cycling, is Vibes kind of the villain because she wins everything? I think that's kind of what Poggy's becoming. watching the men's race, there's 50% of the riders, of the viewers, will cheer anything Poggy does, and there's 50% that don't want him to win anymore. Watching his interviews, he is so done with cycling right now. He has had a long season. Connie Carpenter, I see Savage Pro back in the mix, guys. Savage Pro, St. Lucia, or St. Lucia, however you say it. 1.4K to go. They brought back 1 second on her. Okay, Peloton. If I was a DS, I'd be like, get working now. We got to form something. Otherwise, Liv Alula Jaco is going to get a stage win here by the brave Mavi Garcia. FDJ getting on the front right now. Lot of movement back and forward. They're all working super hard here. We'll jump to the map. See how close it is to the finish, you guys. Yeah, guess what? I'm all for the breakaway now. Peloton, see you later. Full bias mode kicking in for Colin here. I want the breakaway to stay away. It's one lone rider. Dream Team, Robert and her director already blaming her. Niagara, this is Anna. Good morning, Colin. Yes, to seeing the ladies racing. Absolutely, guys. More ladies racing will continue all this week right through next Sunday. We have one brave warrior front. She's less than a kilometer to the finish, guys. Less than a kilometer to go. Hold on. Mavi Garcia here. Peloton completely strung out chasing her. Have they left it too long? It's 5 seconds. Maybe they will bring her back. Please don't bring her back. Please don't bring her back, guys. She's got like one bend ahead of them. What's in her favor? She's riding solo. She'll get through the corners faster. And there is some lumps on the way. They can see her now. She's going up a little climb. I think I said there was like a little double bump before the end. She's on the last part now. The finish line is right around the corner, guys. Please hold on. She's got one turn to make. And she's gone. Come on, Mavi. Grimacing here. Looking awesome in her purple jersey. I love it. Seeing a lot of jerseys. I think that's a world champion jersey there. And I think that's Kim as well. Again, it's so hard to tell those jerseys apart, especially from 600 feet up in a camera. Ooh, Mavi's cracking now. Hang in there. Hang in there. Hang in there. The Peloton is like right on her. I don't think this is updated enough on the Tour de France feed. It says they're 2 corners back. They're on the same straightaway as her. There's about 6-7 riders in the main group. I can see Marianne Vos there. I can see Evil Lorena Vibas there. I really like her. Again, I can tell her style from this helicopter shot. Give me a shot of, and I don't know where Mavi is now. It's showing that she's not there anymore, so they must have just caught her or she's finished. Please, I hope she won the race. She's still ahead of them on the video feed here. Let me just call this in, guys. I'm trying to see meters to the finish here. I think she wins the stage. I'm not going to even look over here at the live chat because I don't want to know. Peloton screaming out, at least 20 riders coming after her. At 150 meters to go, there's 20 riders hunting her down. I can already see Vibas coming. Wow, Mavi Garcia wins it. Vibas will get second. Vos looks about 4th. Holy crap. That was awesome. Holy crap. Yeah, there it is, guys. There it is. Mavi Garcia. Yes, warrior. Lorena Vibas here. Second place, 3 seconds back. And Kim made it. Kim KLCP from Mauritius. Dude, that was a superb win. Just like it says here. Superb win. She held them off. All rankings here. So this is the stage rankings here. Mavi Garcia, my new favorite cyclist. Lorena Vibas, KLCP, Leanne Lippert for Movistar. She was down yesterday in a crash. Finished 3 seconds back to gate. There will be time bonuses here at the end. 10, 6, and 4. Kasia Niewiadoma in 5th place. Demi got, looks like 6th. So where did I see Marianne Vos then? I'm not seeing Marianne here. Okay, I'm going to look back at the angle here. They must have just passed her at the last... I'm seeing Marianne come in 4th. I've got an overhead here. Okay, that's Vibas going in now for 2nd. 3rd looks like KLCP to me. I would say Marianne Vos got 5th place there. They're giving it to Kasia Niewiadoma. I don't think that's correct. I will dispute that right now. I guess it's because they're all giving them the same time. So if you look at the video, Marianne Vos, yeah, check it out. It just changed right before our eyes. They just, thank you, Tour de France. You must be listening to me. Someone from the Tour de France website. Guys, we do have 116 people watching right now. Thank you so much, guys. Please like the video if you can, so we can get more interested cycling fans here. Longo Borghini will get a time gap today. The entire Live Alula Jayco team is there celebrating. Awesome to see this. Wow. Yeah, so they gave Marianne Vos here now, and I saw her on the video get 5th place overall. Then Kasia Niewiadoma. Again, some of these jerseys are so hard to tell. There's Demi Vollering 7, Pauline Ferrand-Prévot, PFP. I'll get it, guys. Puck got 9th, and Anna Vanderbergen got 10th. These guys should all get the same time outside of Mavi Garcia here. So big group coming through, but you could see the splits. You can see the splits easy. So let's look at tomorrow. Just want to quickly look at tomorrow. Well, how's my time in looking? Guys, a lot. I got 50 minutes to the start of the next stream here today. Flat stage tomorrow. That is bright. Sprint stage, guys. Sprint, potentially breakaway. No time bonuses out there tomorrow. Sprint point far into the stage. I'm sure there'll be a breakaway going for it. That is really bright. Mavi Garcia. I'll see if I can try to do this, guys. Why can't I get to it through here? I'm looking for a video to show you the finish. Come back to the live tracking here. The race. Might show an overhead shot of it. They haven't shown anything yet. Yeah, that was awesome, guys. Still over 100 people watching. Catch up with the chat, and then I'm going to have to jump off. Robert saying, best thing about Vives is how often she butchers a finish. Dude, that was an awesome finish. I love that. Great racing. Thanks, Colin. Robert, thanks for being here again, dude. Robert's here every day, guys. Dream saying it's Kopecki's fault. She wanted part of the SD Works train and 1 minute behind. This was supposed to be the lead-out train for Vives. Okay. Yeah, Liv is not really a big team, so this is not big for them. Yeah, great for them. I love the Liv bikes. Still never under... Oh, GC. Kim is in first place, guys. Marianne Vos is second. Must be something... And Pauline said, guys, let's go back to that for a second here. Rankings. So this is today's stage. And yeah, it's bright now. Take a look at this. Overall GC after stage 2. You can see it here at the top of the screen as I'm being blinded here. I might start wearing sunglasses. We've got Kim Lacourte. On the same time, though, is Marianne Vos. And I think that goes to the fact that she finished higher than Marianne Vos did today. She got 3rd place. Marianne Vos, I think I said, was 5th. And then we got Pauline Ferrand-Prévot, 6 seconds back. Kasia Niewiadoma is 10 seconds back. Is that right? Yeah, that is right. The gap there. Demi Vollering, 15 seconds. Puck Peters, same time as Demi, 15 seconds back. Anna Vanderbergen, same. And we'll leave it there. Chloe Dygert is 19 seconds back. Wow. What a stage. And we still have riders out there. There's still groups out there. The back of the pack is almost 14 minutes behind and counting. I'm going to get through the chat. I'm going to have to jump here quick, guys. Robert saying, poor Vives, I'm over it. Nice win for the Spanish girl. Yeah, Mavi Garcia all the way. My new favorite cyclist. Okay, I just saw a new dude here. I want to say hi. Sam Beal. A stage win in the 4th tour for Mavi. Hey, Sam, where are you from, dude? I wore my yellow jersey for yesterday's ride. Yeah, I'm waiting on some new jerseys, guys. Joey Jojo ordered them for me. I'm like, I should have had a yellow jersey for today, like for the final stage. I wore my yellow jersey for yesterday's ride. Not much response from the group. I offered up the jersey to the real fast guys. Yeah. Jonathan Vandenberg, you are a streaming machine now. Choo choo. That's right. Freight train's coming through, boys. Need my breakfast burrito. Yes. Good day to you all. Until Tour de France finale with Colin. Yeah, guys, it's coming up in less than an hour. Full stage. It's going to be an all-out Watts apocalypse. Could be a breakaway artist. Sprinters are going to be flying today. They're going to have to up their game to try to control the very end of the race. It's going to be sketchy. There's going to be cobbles. Will we see a breakaway win the final stage of the Tour de France? When was the last time we saw that? Colin, can you share your link to the other stream with the chat before switching over today? Good question, dude. Good question. I'm going to try to do that right now here on the fly. Just give me 1 second, dude. I just got to jump into YouTube on a second window here and see the... Yeah, because, I mean, some people may not be able to find... I'm sure there's people that are watching here that don't even know what my channel is. Inside Cycling World. And let me check the content here. I just got to do a cut and paste. Doing that now. So upcoming here, I'm going to share a link. So this is to the final for the men. Get a shareable link here. Coming back to you guys. Whoever said that, sorry, dude, I forgot already. Joe. Thank you for suggesting that. I know I'm never in the chat. I just like to talk. And boom. So that's the link to the second stream that's coming, guys. If you want to just hang out here for a little bit longer. Wade's asking what time, dude. It starts at it's 7:26 for me. It says it starts at 10 after 8. Gary Holtz, Kim clinching the yellow jersey. Yeah, exactly. Historical day for Mauritius cycling. Guys, Mauritius is a tiny island in the middle of the Indian Ocean, so this is fantastic. JR, come on, guys. More likes. 49 out of 112 watching. Yeah, any support, guys. I love it. This allows more people to find this. I want to see more women in here watching this. We want more women's racing. We want more women's coverage. We need more women watching. That's the bottom line to me. Garcia is the oldest here. 41? Holy crap. She doesn't look 41 at all. So she's 41 years old. I'm going to look that up for the next stream. Kim is really strong. Yeah, she is really strong. Guys, full, what do you say? Full omission here, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I didn't know anything about Kim. She was one name I did not know from women's cycling. Fantastic cyclist, has had an awesome 2025. Kim here. C for stage 21. Thanks. Thank you, Kim. Okay, guys, I'm going to jump. I got 40 minutes to feed animals, feed myself, and get ready for round 2. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again real soon.